of this world itself. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. No, not that. No, no, no. We want this. Yeah, there we go. We could, get the cover away. Let's see. We get up. Reggie could be quiet for a bit, dude. Let's see. Let's go to the chat. Hey, Aura MX. So I'm ready to go. Uh, mm, mm, mm. Pretty good shit, brother. All right. All right, let's get started. Let's get this started. Let's get the show on the road. Uh, we can watch a little bit of this pre-stream I was watching earlier today. Because there's some cool stuff in it, I guess. I guess we could talk about. We could discuss a bit about this pre-stream a little bit before we get to the main attraction. So we're gonna do Ninja. We're gonna talk about Ninja going to Mixer. A big deal, dude.
Alrighty, good morning, everyone.
Good morning, everyone.
Their copyright system completely broken. He's been,
Wait, hold on. I need to up DSP's audio. There we go. It's up. All right.
ESPN covering him and everything. All of a sudden, starts losing traction and popularity.
Oh.
Lecture. Or we moved on to other topics. Okay. The only other topic I want to talk about before we get to the schedule and everything that has to do with me, some people notified me on my stream this morning that Ninja has moved exclusively to Mixer. He made a big announcement video about it today that he's quitting Twitch. He's not going to do any more streams on Twitch. He's exclusively moving over to Mixer to stream, and he wants all his viewers to move over to him because apparently he feels Twitch's guidelines and rules are too restrictive on his streaming.
I like how he's shitting that on Ninja for wanting his fans to go to Mixer with him, when this guy wanted his viewers to go to YouTube for him, go to KO Gaming for him, go to the King of 8 Vlogs, to go back to Twitch, to all this stuff. He even is trying to move his patrons to Twitch for some reason. But Ninja doing it, oh, look at him. He kind of mocks it. And then mocks the reasoning. Now, of course, like the whole thing with Ninja saying, oh, well, the terms of service of Twitch is restrictive, is kind of silly coming from Ninja. Because it's such a meme. Because they didn't really change their terms of service since, like, what, 2018? And he was streaming on Twitch for, like, years. And then he decides to go to Mixer. Now, if you want to go to Mixer, that's fine. But, I mean, it is kind of silly that he's like, oh, well, the rules are too restrictive, dude. Like, that's kind of a meme coming from him, honestly. But but people criticizing Twitch for their rules is a completely different thing, though. I mean, people criticize Twitch's rules since they instituted them. If anything, I kind of feel I see where those rules were coming from, but they don't enforce them that fairly, and they don't enforce them, if at all, for some people, and it is a little silly. Like the one part of the new terms of service they added that I thought was which is completely stupid, is, oh, if you say something on another platform, you can lose your Twitch channel for that. That, to me, I think is fucking stupid. You shouldn't be punished for what you do on other platforms, because they're different fucking platforms. You should be responsible for what you're doing on that platform, specifically on that platform. Like, come on. Come on.
Okay. Now,
okay.
People want my opinion on this. I'm about to give it. However, understand that this is completely subjective and not based anywhere in fact. I have no...
Look how like, sensitive he is about giving us this information, by the way.
Factual basis to base any of this on. This is all conjecture. 100% conjecture. Alright? Bullshit.
Bullshit.
That's all I have to say is bullshit. Ninja right now, on Twitch, even though he's not the biggest Twitch streamer anymore, and if you guys have been following, you would know this probably for the past 6 to 8 months, that he's actually been losing traction and popularity on Twitch significantly. That other Twitch streamers, especially those who play Fortnite,
Now, how is Ninja losing traction though? Like, I kind of don't think he was even losing that much traction. He's just kind of not a lot of people talk about him. Okay, that doesn't mean that he doesn't pull in a good amount, but whatever.
been getting a lot more viewership and attention than he's been. So basically, for the last year, he's been on Cloud 9, the biggest guy, the top guy, mainstream streamer. He's been, ESPN covering him and everything. All of a sudden, starts losing traction and popularity. What do you do, right?
What do you do?
Take a payday, right? And basically move to a format.
Wait, what? So if you're losing traction, take a payday and move. Shouldn't he have just said, if you're losing traction, you should find a better deal and move to that deal, or whatever? Like, take a payday is really dumb, if you think about it. I'm losing traction. Well, I'm gonna take a payday, dude. Okay.
You're the big fish in a small pond. Because for those of you, number one, who don't even know about Mixer, Mixer is the streaming service exclusively owned by Microsoft. They've been struggling for 2 years to try to get people onto their format. Don't get me wrong, there are people who use Mixer, but it's primarily people who only play games on Microsoft consoles and or people who work for Microsoft. It's typically not a lot of
Take a rainy day
gamers are streaming over on Mixer at all.
Hey, Mabel.
In essence, those who stream on Mixer are usually people who don't or can't stream on Twitch.
Like Tevin? Oh, I want to talk about Tevin, dude. The E3 videos are the worst E3 videos. I agree, Mr. Huff.
And remains the top premier platform for game streaming, period. It's the best place to stream. They have many different opportunities to make money and monetize, whether it's the partnership program, whether it's, the bits program, whether it's just accepting crowdfunding from your audience.
But Twitch is like a shitty place to make money if you're an affiliate, though. I kind of think it's really annoying that you cannot get your money. Like, when you're an affiliate, the way that works is that you have to build up to $100. Now, that could be easy for affiliates, or it could take, like, 10 years, or never. And I kind of don't like that. I mean, I think that the threshold should be smaller than 100. I think $50 would be fair. 100, I think, is a little much. It's a little much asking for an affiliate, because they're not going to become a partner anytime soon. For most of the time, most affiliates stay as an affiliate. So I just don't like that you have to wait until you get $100 to get to cash it out. I think $50 is a little bit more fair for affiliates, but whatever. But of course, Twitch is great to make money. They have a lot of options. You could even get sponsored. You get sponsorships on any fucking website. It's not really exclusive to Twitch to get sponsored.
Via tips and the like, whether you get sponsorship opportunities for products or sponsorship opportunities to play games. There's a million ways to make money on Twitch, okay? Mixer is Microsoft's attempt to do the same exact thing and play catch-up, all right?
Now, I like how Microsoft copies Twitch. Oh, they're just playing catch-up, dude. They're doing that. YouTube, they're ripping off Twitch. They're stealing from Twitch, dude. And it's kind of bullshit when, like, Tevin mentioned this before in one of his videos, saying that, like, oh yeah, a lot of stuff that Twitch institutes is stolen from other websites, which is actually true. You may not know this website. I used this website, like, maybe one time. The website is called Picarto.tv. Picarto is a streaming website that no one fucking uses. But Picarto, like, unlike Twitch, offers a membership service for streamers, which to me is kind of shitty. But what you do is that if you pay like a membership fee, you pay like $5 a month or whatever the fuck, you get to leave your streams as archives on that website for as long as you want. You can do multi-streams, like you can stream with other people and all that kind of stuff. Twitch literally stole that idea of multiple streams. That co-op stream idea that Twitch had is literally from Picarto. I think the only nice thing about Picarto is Their chat service is pretty cool and they're very lax. Like you can literally watch movies on that website. Literally watch movies. There was this one streamer. I used to stream a lot on Picarto, and she would watch like Steven Universe. She would watch one of the Batman movies that was there, and it was kind of fun sitting there watching the movie as she's doing art. So that was kind of fun for what it is. You can't do that on Twitch. You can't do that on YouTube. Well, you technically can on YouTube, but you really can't. But you pretty much can do that on Picarto with no problem. Because it's such a nothing website. But Twitch stole that idea of multi streams from fucking Picarto. So there you go. Twitch have animated emotes? Yeah, I think they do. You have to install like BTTV or whatever the fuck to do it.
And the bottom line is, a lot of people have given Twitch flack over the last couple of years, ever since they basically made their guidelines way more restrictive. I personally was affected by this. If you guys remember last year, my channel got in trouble here on Twitch a couple times
Two
for
times.
things that I said and did on stream. I got punished and got suspended a couple times. It never was that bad. It was, for the most part, a few.
It wasn't that bad. He got indefinite suspended. Like, everyone likes to pretend or think that, oh, well, it's just a suspension, Theo. It's not that big of a deal. He ran to YouTube that day and enabled Super Chat. The only time I could see DSP doing that is if something was indefinite. Because he got suspended for 1 day before, and he didn't do an emergency stream. He didn't run to YouTube Super Chat. He didn't say, oh, you have to pussyfoot around and this and that. He got indefinitely suspended, and then he got really upset about it. He talked to his Twitch contact later that day, and then magically, Twitch is amazing. I actually agree with them that they suspended me. I agree with their suspension. I was out of line. I agree with them. So it's full of bullshit, full of baloney, dude.
Few days. I think the longest I had was like 2 days where I couldn't stream. In reality, it wasn't a big deal because
Those 2 days were supposed to be 3 days. It went from indefinite to 3 days into 2 days.
already had days scheduled off then anyway.
Wait, what?
For the most part, a few days. I think the longest I had was like 2 days where I couldn't stream. In reality, it wasn't a big deal because I already had days scheduled off then anyway.
Of course, he had a day scheduled off anyway, so it's okay, not a big deal. Dude, you fucking cried about not streaming, you fucking idiot. Okay. The one suspension that magically benefited him was when he got that one suspension for saying that he was doing a fundraiser on Twitch. He got 1 day suspended from that, and he said, well, I'm gonna do my taxes? So it's full of bullshit. This guy is a fucking scam artist with this for no reason.
But yeah, I was negatively affected by these rules. Okay,
You weren't that negatively affected, fucking idiot. You went from it. You got out of an indefinite suspension. That's not a big fucking negative. Ugh.
I think effectively what a lot of people are mad about on Twitch is it seems like people are saying it's not equal treatment. That they feel that there's certain people who get away with stuff and other people don't. And that there's certain streamers who have done pretty heinous things, yet they're still on Twitch, while others do similarly heinous things and are banned immediately. I don't know. Listen.
Now I love how DSP is so cooked by Twitch. YouTube, every day, even when he was streaming on YouTube, YouTube has preferential treatment. They put, like, all the toxicity big boys on top of everyone's videos. YouTube is so unfair. They unequal, man. Bullshit. But then Twitch has blatant special treatment. Well, I guess they have special treatment. I don't know. I mean, it is what it is, man. I'm only going from what I experience on Twitch, and it seems to be fine. I mean, I guess there is, but I don't know. My God, DSP. I mean, how far is Twitch's dick inside your mouth?
The thing is, I don't follow other Twitch streamers.
I don't follow their Twitch streamers, but on YouTube, he knows for a fact that it's unequal treatment, and he knows it's unequal and all that nonsense. But Twitch, well, I don't know, maybe, man. Okay, DSP,
what I
okay.
hear from like popular, social media, or what you guys tell me on stream. So I couldn't cite cases of direct things that have been happening on Twitch or anything like that.
You can't cite cases except for what people tell him, so you can't cite cases because whatever.
The bottom line is, Ninja has made a ridiculous amount of money on Twitch. Insane amount of money. Twitch is what made Ninja. Alright? That's the reason he got his popularity, is because he had this format to stream on. He busted his ass, of course, to become a top streamer, don't get me wrong. But Twitch and its opportunities to monetize are what made Ninja popular to begin with. And he's now saying, all of a sudden, after making all this money on Twitch, oh, it's too restrictive for me, I've got to go to a different streaming service. Bullshit. This is complete bullshit. Any of us who are in the business will tell you this is bullshit.
You really need to be in the business to know that what he said was bullshit.
You don't go from the place where you can make the most money to a place where you make less money. It just doesn't happen. All right? What really is happening behind the scenes, and again, this is all subjective.
I don't know when he was partnered though initially, because he was a partner before he left Twitch. He was able to get his Twitch channel back and everything immediately, sure. But that to me is like, well, it's a partner that wants to go back to Twitch, pretty much. But I don't know how he was a partner initially, so I can't say, because that was before my time.
My opinion on things that I know from the industry and my own take on it is that he was offered a ginormous payday by Microsoft and Mixer to move over exclusively to their service. And he's been looking at his own performance over the last year and seeing that his attention on Twitch is dwindling.
No, I like how he thinks that Ninja did all this because his attention on Twitch was dwindling. Of course. Everyone looks at you just like DSP. Yeah, that's why he moved. Not because of the buyout, right? It had nothing to do with Mixer giving him money. It was because his viewership was low. Okay.
There are other Twitch streamers doing the same stuff he's been doing, getting more attention, making more money, and becoming more popular. And he's realizing that, oh crap, I need to do something to stay on top. So what do you do when you're no longer the top guy? You move somewhere where you're the top guy. So for him, take the payday from Microsoft, go exclusively stream on Mixer, make tons of money doing it because it's a payday for him, and now have the ability to brag that he's now the top guy again.
I like how DSP thinks that everyone that does does this immediately thinks about bragging about I'm the top dog, because if DSP was like the top of Twitch, he'd brag about it. I'm number one on Twitch, man. I'm the best.
When he couldn't do that here on Twitch anymore. Okay? That's the bottom line. And the other thing is, what you guys might not realize, is that by doing this move, if Ninja actually is doing what he says he's going to do, he is potentially losing the ability to ever make money on Twitch ever again. Okay?
If he's going to Mixer, I don't think he's going to go back to Twitch. No shit, DSP. This isn't really a new, fresh, hot take or anything.
If you're not aware, alright, the way it works is when you sign up for a partnership program on any of these streaming services, the contract says you can only stream on one service at a time and make money. So essentially...
So then he can't go back to Twitch. He could go back to stream on Twitch when he's not streaming on Mixer and make money, dude. Whoa.
He streams one stream on Mixer with any kind of monetization enabled. He basically has violated the terms of service of the partner program on Twitch, and basically he's going to get kicked out.
So then how come you were able to do a super chat stream on YouTube, DSP? He literally did that when he was a partner on Twitch. How come he was able to do that? Pretty weird.
Okay. Now, knowing how much money he has
I thought terms of service was a binding, dude.
Knowing how much money he has made on Twitch, and how much money he's probably made for Twitch, I would be willing to think that Twitch would probably make an exception in his case, and even though they may either suspend Twitch and how much money he's probably made for Twitch, I would be willing to think that Twitch would probably make an exception in his case.
Man, I wonder why DSP knows that Twitch would make an exception for him.
And even though they may either suspend his channel or just remove him from the partner program temporarily, I don't really think there's going to be giant negative repercussions against the guy. And
Now, I like how he literally is saying that Twitch would like bend over backwards for Ninja and all that stuff, but doesn't shit on Twitch for doing that. He doesn't think it's shitty that Twitch would do that and saying, oh, well, see, his preferential treatments, bullshit, this and that. But here, well, they're gonna give him special treatments. Okay, it's cool. Yeah, I mean, they're probably gonna do it. He makes a lot of money, man. But if YouTube did that, oh my god, look at YouTube! They're fucking giving special treatment, man. They give the big dogs a lot of fucking attention. Bullshit. But Twitch does that? That's cool, man. It's alright. He makes a lot of money, man.
I think that if he ever chose 1-2 years down the line, oh man, it's not working out on Mixer because no one fucking uses Mixer. I want to come back to Twitch. I get the feeling Twitch would welcome him with open arms. Again, completely subjective, completely conjecture. Please don't take anything I'm saying as factual. This is all just my take on it, being my own opinions. All right, these are my own. Don't take these as facts. Okay, so that's my opinion on it. Honestly, it's a smart business move. If the guy has seen a
oh, now it's a smart business move. This guy who DSP shat on multiple times. Oh yeah, good job. He's so happy he left Twitch, dude. He doesn't have to worry about him anymore. That's what it is. Now he's okay. He could chill on Ninja all day, every day now. He won't get in trouble, dude.
In his popularity on Twitch in the last year, and other people now have picked up the reins of where he once was, and he wants to try to stay relevant and stay on top, and he wants to make a big payday, because let's face it, getting into the Microsoft family could definitely make this guy a ton of money. He not only would be on Mixer to promote Mixer constantly.
Oh yeah, him going to Microsoft is going to make him a lot of money as opposed to Amazon, right? Yeah.
Right. But also, he could have these exclusive partnerships now with Microsoft when it comes to events, when it comes to promoting their new games. I'm sure you're going to see him playing Microsoft games and stuff. You know what I mean? And Microsoft, keep in mind, is making a ginormous push to try to get people to play their exclusive games. With all the new game studios they've taken under their wing under the last 2 years, and are now making first-party titles for their consoles, etc.
Like what? Where are these games?
So,
well, I haven't seen these games yet.
Yeah, and this is the thing a lot of people are saying. Why would he do this? Right? Why would he move from Twitch to Mixer? It doesn't make sense because he has thousands and thousands and thousands of subscribers that are consistent income for him on Twitch. It doesn't make sense. The answer is you're right. And that's why I'm telling you guys, it's not what he's saying. He's saying, oh, I'm leaving Twitch and coming to Mixer because Twitch is too restricted. It's like, dude, you're getting, from estimates, this is just estimates of what people are saying, he makes about $500,000.
Now, I like how he's willing to state estimates about how much money he makes, but boy, if you tell him how much he makes, and you make estimates on your own basis, you're a fucking stalker. And mentally ill, dude. But let me tell you how much Ninja makes. Big ups.
A month on Twitch. Now, that's an estimate, okay? That's a big estimate. It could be completely wrong. Oh, I'm going to give all that up.
So we can estimate that DSP makes $10,000 a month, right? It's an estimate.
And quit that partnership program to start over on a new site. Do you really think he's taking that risk because, oh, I don't like how strict Twitch is? Get the fuck out of here, dude. Partnership program to start over on a new site. That's an estimate, okay? That's a big estimate. It could be completely wrong. Oh, I'm going to give all that up and quit that partnership program to start over on a new site. Do you really think he's taking that risk because, oh, I don't like how strict Twitch is? Get the fuck out of here, dude. You're out of your mind. That's just stupidity to even believe that.
You're out of your mind.
You would have to be a complete moron to think that someone would go from a place where you're making ridiculous, dirty, fuck you levels of money, right?
Wow, dirty, fuck you levels of money.
Wow. And leave that to go somewhere else and potentially make ridiculously less money, especially those first few months.
What if he's a man of principle, DSP? I mean, as I said, it is probably a meme that he wanted to leave because, oh, I don't agree with Twitch's terms of service, dude. But I mean, come on.
established on Mixer without taking some kind of a giant payout in order to do it. All right, he's taking a big payday. Okay, there's just no way.
No way.
There's just no way that this is the case that it's not. All right, so don't believe the nonsense. Again, this is all conjecture on my part, but knowing the industry, knowing what goes on behind the scenes, knowing how people think, knowing how business works, there's no effing way this guy is quitting Twitch to move over to Mixer because of restrictions on the fucking rules and stuff. That's nonsense. He makes $500,000 a month with these fucking restrictions. I don't think it's a big deal. He's full of shit. Okay.
Okay.
All right. That's all I really have to say on the matter. Doesn't really affect me at all.
All right, we're done with. Wait a second, actually.
Alrighty, good morning, everyone.
God damn it.
Sometimes bills don't even get paid. I've been paying tons of late. And then on Sunday, this is the big thing for the week, guys. The big event for the week coming up. It is my Super Mario 64 Premiere Marathon stream event.
Oh shit, marathon.
This will be starting at the usual time, around 10:15 a.m. and running all day long with some breaks scheduled in there, all the way till around 7 to 7:30 p.m. Pacific time. So essentially, you're talking, an 8 to 9 hour stream, where we're gonna get a huge chunk into Super Mario 64. Okay, and it's gonna be a lot of fun. Yes, I am gonna be going to try to collect every star if I can. I don't know how viable that will be, but I'm gonna give it an honest try to try to get every star in the game.
Man, it's so fucking humid. I hate it.
All right.
Hold on, I'm gonna put on a fan. Hold on, I can't take it anymore. I gotta put on a fan. So I'm sorry if you're gonna hear some noises. You might hear some fans. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everyone. I don't think it'll be that bad.
We'll see how it goes. Now, also, this is going to be a hugely important event for me. All right, for those of you who
I decided to come here,
pay
dude. He's
attention and
going
been following
bonkers, man.
along,
Fuck me running.
I'm basically in the worst financial situation I've ever been in my entire life. Things have not been good the last couple of months. I keep getting overdrawn massively on my bank account. Sometimes bills don't even get paid.
Wait, what?
I'm basically in the worst financial situation I've ever been in my entire life. Things have not been good the last couple of months. I keep getting overdrawn massively on my bank account. Sometimes bills don't even get paid. I'm basically in the worst financial situation I've ever been in my entire life. Things have not been good the last couple of months. I keep getting overdrawn massively on my bank account. Sometimes bills don't even get paid.
Bills don't even get paid. Okay, sure.
I've been paying tons of late fees and shit. It's not been a good time, all right? What I'm hoping is that I can raise a significant amount of tips during the Super Mario 64 stream. It's basically going to be a tips fundraiser stream with a tips goal that we're trying to raise during it, all right? Hoping that I can raise enough that I can get through a month and not have this happen to me. I got to try to get back on my feet, and it's not a good situation right now. So
wait, he butchered it?
All right. Is that I can raise massively on my bank account. Pay attention and been following along. I'm basically in the worst financial situation I've ever been in my entire life. Things have not been good the last couple of months. I keep getting overdrawn massively on my bank account. Sometimes bills don't.
Yeah, we will slow it down. Speed. There we go.
Even get paid. I've been paying tons of late fees and shit. It's not been a good time. Alright.
It's not been a good time.
What I'm hoping is that I can raise a significant amount of tips during the Super Mario stream with a tips goal that we're trying to be Tips fundraiser stream with a tips goal that we're trying to raise during it. Alright. Hoping that I can raise enough that I can get through a month and not have this happen to me. I gotta try to get back on my feet.
Is it before this? Right?
And it's not a good situation right now, so hopefully this event goes well and I can get back on my feet.
Yeah, I think.
That stream with Steve Tip is our fees and shit. Hey, my salute the
There it is.
last couple of months. I keep getting overdrawn massively on my bank.
Monsively. Amazing how the closed captions knew he was saying massively. That's pretty cool. Big ups to Susan. She made good captions.
Tips. This happened to me. I got to try to get back on my feet, and it's not a good situation right now. So hopefully this event goes well, and I can get back on my feet with it. Okay.
Well.
Now, if we do raise the initial tips goal that I'm going to have for Sunday, I'm going to do a huge positive review.
Okay, so he tells us here that this marathon is gonna help us significantly. And then get back on my feet, dude. He got 2K from that fucking event, alright? Keep that in mind. He got 2K. 2K from that event.
Any of the plugs, all right? Even though it is greatly appreciated that you do contribute, and even though it does keep the stuff going around here, it is not mandatory. I am happy to have people come by and hang out with me on a daily basis and enjoy games at face value, see my live reactions, laugh with me, rage with me, whatever it may be. It's just cool that people care enough to come and hang out with me on streams every day, all right? And I appreciate that greatly. That's why I said I love what I do for a living. This is amazing that I get to do this every day.
He loves what he does, dude.
But even though it's not mandatory, it is very appreciated if you do contribute because, like I said, really it's your crowdfunding that lets me keep doing this. All right. So now let's talk about how you can support. The first would be to check out my Patreon at patreon.com/darksidephil. And thanks to anyone who currently is a patron. Give it a look. If you pledge to my Patreon, you get monthly rewards based on how much you pledge. And I could go into detail here, but I really won't because, the truth of the matter is that it's all self-explanatory right there on the website. All right, give it a look. Thanks to anyone who does pledge. I appreciate that. And let's move on. I have a Teespring store where I sell all kinds of fun custom merchandise, including... So give it a look. Anything you buy there, I have no problems with that. However, let's maybe give it a couple of weeks for Jasper to be on streams and see that we can make fun merchandise out as well in the fan art section. All right. Well, guess what? Guess what?
Tips?
I'll tell you what, you're probably looking at stream chat and wondering why are people typing single letters and annoying everyone. Slap you just like this. You don't want to get slapped like this. All right, you can do so. You can either cheer with bits or subscribe to the channel or tip me during the live stream. And if you do any of those three methods, I will give you a shout out during the stream, okay? As a way to say thank you. Now, understand that there's a few...
I'll give you a shout out as a way to say thank you. Like, he's some kind of, like, animal. Like, if you hear a shout out, that's just me saying thank you, dude.
Few things about that. Number one, I have to abide by Twitch's terms of service. So if people can come and hang out and talk about topics like politics, because all it does is derail more. You know what I mean? So we're not going to bring that to the stream. Control it by my own decision making. Cheerer or top tipper of the day. There is a cheering leader. And today is the last day of the week where you guys can away. It's been kind of a slow cheering week. It would be a really easy thing for you to get and know, what you're up against. Okay? So The truth of the matter is, guys, everything helps me. Everything, cheering, subbing, tipping, everything helps. And I appreciate all of that. Today, if you want to help me out the most and you have the option to, tipping me will help me slightly more than everything else. For a few reasons. Number one, all my bills, came due within the last week or so, and money is incredibly tight right
Wait a second. Hold up. I thought you said that fundraiser was going to get you back on your feet. The whole tips goal was based around getting you back on your feet, DSP. How come the 2K just vanished? What? I thought the 2K was supposed to get you back on your feet, make it a little bit more easy, give your life a little, get you back on your feet. You can get you out of the tough situation. Oh, now money's tight again. He made over what he asked. Like, it's okay. Well, let's say he made 1K. All right, let's say he made just the exact amount that he asked his fans to pay. Let's say he did that. Okay, he made 1,000 tips, the perfect amount, hits the goal that he wanted them to hit. All right, he could say, well, that 1K is just meant to help me get through, like, that week or, whatever, and it's all good, man. Like, sadly, it wasn't going to get me through the whole month, but I made it to be 1K so it can get me a little bit through all those bills at that time because those bills are really piling up or whatever. Okay, fine. Fair enough, solid. Alright, I could kind of let that slide. Not really, but I could kind of get it. He made 2 fucking K. But the other thing that just blows my mind, I actually don't think I played it in the other pre-stream, but in that pre-stream with Ninja, DSP literally said that tips goal was going to help him for the month. The month. The fucking month. It was supposed to go through from August 1st to August 31st. Or 30th. I don't remember if August is the 31st or 30th. I think it's 30th it has. But he said that the tips goal was going to get him through the month. He made 2K. He didn't say which month. Kafkos, I can literally see DSP say that as a defense. I didn't say what month, idiot. He made 2K. More than what he asked for. This is the exact shit that Anita Shark Girl had when she made that Kickstarter. The only difference with that is she put that amount. She did the thing that she promised, and there you go. She at least gave you what was promised. DSP promised us that this amount was going to get him through the month, and it didn't get him through the month. It didn't even get him through a week. Oh my god.
right now. Basically, I'm just sitting on my hands waiting for my Twitch payment to come through, which it should within a couple days here. But tips help me so that if anything comes up and I need some funds to buy something or whatever, I have those funds because right now I have none. All right.
Right now he has none. The 2K that was supposed to be saved to help him for the month vanished. Guys, you really need to give him money. Planet Jeff, give him fucking money. He needs it badly.
2, tips help pay for the games. And coming up later this month, I've got at least 3 games I'm going to be checking out, if not more. So tipping helps with the cost of games, okay? So please consider tipping me today, if at all you can. That helps a little bit more. There's 2 ways you can tip. If you look below the stream, there's a tip jar button you can click on, or you can type !tip into the stream chat. Either way helps dramatically, all right? Thank you, guys. All right, guys. Let us now,
I wish I had 2K too, Kafkas. I agree. Alright. Now we'll get to the main course. The main reason why you're all here. I know why you're here. You came here saying to yourself, Theo, I really want to see those D3 videos. We will see those D3 videos. Oh my god. I wish you could search for a playlist. Wait a second. DSP Gaming E3. 2012? I really don't remember what year I'm on. I don't think it's 2012. I don't think it's 2012 because I think... Okay, we'll do 2013. Alright. We will do 2013 instead. So, let's do this one. Oh god, this fan art. I know it was one with Rambo, but I think I finished it. I'm not gonna watch all those videos. Hold on, actually, let's go to 2012. We'll view the playlist. Yeah, we watched that. We watched that. Because I'm not gonna watch these kind of videos. I just want to see like these kind of videos, like the vlog stuff. I feel like we finished this. I don't remember. Oh, well, we had to finish this if you watched this. Yeah, we finished with the 2012. We're done with the 2012, guys. Big ups. We did it.
Okay, what is up, everybody? Darkside Phil here, fresh off of the end of the Microsoft E3 press conference for 2013, and I'm here to not only give you kind of a recap, but also my reactions and kind of a post-show coverage to what we just saw. And I've got.
I like how well this is lit, by the way. Look how nice the video looks. Let's see if I can move it up to 720p and OBS not freak out.
Quite a lot of stuff to cover. I'm going to be moving very fast, so I apologize if I'm moving too fast for some people. But today is going to be an insane day packed with content. There's like 4 major press conferences today, 3 of which I may actually be covering in a recap video similar to this, live on Twitch, but also on my YouTube channel, DSP Gaming. I've actually decided I will not be doing any gameplay today, for those of you wondering, because there's just too much going on at E3 and I want to be able to cover it. I mean, this is the next generation of consoles. This could completely change the face of what people like myself are doing. So let's...
It could change the face of what we're doing, dude. The PS4 and Xbox One was going to change everything, guys. People are not going to just stream playing video games. We're going to be playing video games on the Xbox One and the PS4, dude. Whoa.
Let's go ahead and jump right.
Look how like optimistic he was. He was like, oh man, the next generation, man. Oh my god. Now it's, well, you know, the next generation's gonna suck. I am not hyped for the Xbox 2 and the PlayStation 5 and the Nintendo Flip. I'm not doing that. Fuck that. Oh my god. These game companies are blowing smoke up our ass. Here, oh man, the games, man, oh boy. But remember, he loves what he does. He loves gaming, dude. He loves gaming now more than ever. Back then, during this time, this was a job. He hated his job right now.
Right into it, we're going to do a step-by-step everything that happened in the press conference in case you missed it, and basically what I think. So the Microsoft press conference opened up with Metal Gear Solid 5, and basically what they're showing is that I guess it's Solid Snake, or is it Naked Snake? I don't know who the hell it is.
Solid Snake. It's just too tight. But you know what? You know what, Kopkos? It fits better on this DSP than current DSP. I will say that it fits better.
It is in this game, but he's riding a horse, and they're like, "Oh, it's open world for the very first time."
Not by much, though.
Basically, look.
Oh God! Actually, you know what? I take that back. Kopkos, you're right. You can literally see his. You can literally see his fucking nipple. God damn! Was it cold in the room in the office? It must have been freezing, dude. Oh my God.
Looked like Metal Gear Solid 4 graphics, in my opinion.
Wait, what?
I don't know who the hell it is in this game, but he's riding a horse, and they're like, "Oh, it's open world for the very first time." The graphics basically looked like Metal Gear Solid 4 graphics, in my opinion.
It looks like MGS4. Oh man. Oh, sure, okay. Yeah, it looks like MGS4. Okay, DSP.
But I guess they're touting, "Oh, it's open world. You're gonna have unprecedented amount of options and change and things that you can do." To me, quite honestly, the game kind of... What the hell? Sorry, I got distracted by the chat. The game kind of looked like Hitman. And what I mean in that regards is it looks like it's a game where you're going to have multiple options to complete
Shit, instant demonetized.
So,
oh no.
Maybe ride on your horse and sneak this way. Maybe you can hijack a tank. Maybe you can do this or this. but that's already been done. So in my opinion, I don't know. Like, it was pretty funny because as people are watching this, keep in mind that I was watching this press conference along with my stream,
Wait, what?
but that's already been done. So in my
He's saying like, oh well, see, hijacking and all that stuff that's been done before. It's in GTA. It's everywhere already. We don't need, it's nothing new. They were telling it is new for the franchise. It's new for Metal Gear. You couldn't do that in Metal Gear before. It's new to Metal Gear. Uh,
my opinion, I don't know. Like, it was pretty funny because as people are watching this, keep in mind that I was watching this press conference along with my stream, and people in my stream chat, and everyone's like, "Wow, this looks like a great movie." To which I was like, "You know what? They're right. This is a great movie." Once again,
the meme of it, guys. MGS is a movie. Whoa, what a refreshing take, DSP. Oh my god, I've never heard that before. That Metal Gear Solid is like a movie. Oh my god, guys. DSP in 2013 hit us with "It's like a movie." Oh my god. Right? Holy shit. Man, no one ever said that before. Him and his chat were ahead of their time, man.
this looks like Kojima made a movie with some interactive gameplay, but is this really going to be anything groundbreaking?
Now, we watched Ask the King. He went out of his way. Out of his way to say. Oh my god. Out of his way to say how, fucking Detroit Become Human, Heavy Rain, Telltale Games can be considered games and all that shit, but Metal Gear Solid that has long cutscenes and a rich story, well, I think it's a movie. I think it's filmed like a movie. It doesn't work as a game. Okay.
I guess it remains to be seen. Up next,
And he's piecing that all on a trailer. And the sad part about MGS5 is that the trailers had a lot of stuff that didn't make it into the game. And that always does tend to happen with any video game. Like, there's stuff like in the Peace Walker art book. There's a lot of storyboards in that book that showed stuff that didn't even make it to the game. Like, there's a lot of stuff in that art book that didn't make it to the game at all, was cut or changed. So that does tend to happen in game development. Like, you make a story, you make a cutscene, but then it's like, oh, either it doesn't fit, doesn't work, whatever. You never know what necessarily was the 100% reason why those scenes were removed. It's just sad that all these... So, it's obvious that these trailers just had a lot of unfinished stuff in it that they use for marketing. Like, they're not going to show you boring shit in a trailer because they want you to be hyped.
One thing I do want to mention, during the trailer, there's a character called Skullface, whose face is decayed and kind of looks like a fucking skull, to which I said, Deathface? Did Kojima steal from me directly? I'm gonna get that motherfucker. And he was on stage and he couldn't even speak English, so fuck that guy.
Wow. He stole from me, man, Deathface? He had a decrepit face? I mean, obviously it's a joke, but he can't even speak English is really funny, guys. A Japanese guy that doesn't speak English, I'm sure that's really funny. And a lot of Japanese people probably laugh at that too, man. They probably think it's funny as well.
Alright, anyway, then immediately the first...
And that's also rich coming from the guy that stole jokes from Howard Stern and other people. He literally told us that in the debunk stream that he stole jokes.
First thing that they opened the press conference with is that they announce that there's a new Xbox 360. Don't worry, we're not dropping the Xbox 360. It's not like we're not going to support it anymore. And in order to show you our efforts that we are going to support the Xbox 360, there's a new model coming out in stores today. To which I think everyone watching the press conference was like, who the fuck needs another Xbox 360? Or who hasn't bought an Xbox 360 yet is going to now buy one? You're announcing your new console. Why would they rush out and buy the last one just because there's a new model? It really doesn't make sense, and it actually pisses me off because just recently I had to buy a new Xbox 360 because my old Model 1 Xbox 360 died, and now it's like, well, if that had happened a month later, I could have gotten the new one. Well, guess what, Phil? Fuck you. You just got dicked over because Microsoft decides to do this now, and I think everyone's kind of scratching their head saying, why the fuck do you need a new Xbox 360? Hold on a second because my lamp is making noise here. I'm going to move it because it's in front of my air conditioner.
Uh-oh, gotta move the lamp. It's making noises,
dude. Today's going to be a crazy day of me trying to get shit done, covering these press conferences and doing stuff on the fly.
Yeah, well, obviously that they released the new version of the 360 for it to be a cheaper alternative for people who want to get into video games. I mean, it is kind of dumb when you're on the brink of making a new console. Like that's kind of how I feel now with the Xbox One. Like I kind of want to get I do want to play Gears of War 5 and Gears of War 4. I kind of want to get an Xbox for that, but why would I buy an Xbox One right now when I could just wait a year for the new Xbox? And that's kind of where I'm at. But like the new Xbox One X they're doing a Gears of War 5 special, and it looks really nice, but it's like, why would I buy that now when I could just wait for the new Xbox? And that's kind of what I don't like. It's weird. It's a weird time to do that shit.
Trying to cover it, and it's going to be a pretty hectic day. Okay. Then they make a new announcement. Well, we want to support our Xbox Gold subscribers, so from now on, you're going to be able to download games for free. I'm like, wait a minute. You mean...
Wait a minute.
Like PlayStation Plus has been doing for over a year? And I guess, yes, that is the thing that PlayStation Plus has always touted itself as it's a premium service, but the reason you pay is because you get shit for free, versus Xbox Live Gold, you basically need to pay just to play games online. So now it looks like Xbox Live Gold is trying to catch up with PlayStation Plus. So they said, well, we're going to be offering free games from now on. And by the way...
I don't really think Xbox Live needs to catch up with PlayStation since they kind of force people to buy it, so...
Their first two free games are going to be Assassin's Creed 2 and Halo 3. Now, they're really old games, sure, but they are pretty good games, to be honest. I don't know who the hell honestly, is going to want to play Halo 3 at this point.
Halo 3 sucks. Reach is much better.
To see if it's bare bones Halo 3 or it's Halo 3 with all the map packs that came out with Halo ODST from years back. But regardless, it's nice that Microsoft is actually trying to at least do something to catch up to PS Plus, because I think they realize people have criticized them so much for having online gameplay you have to pay for. If you pay for something on a PlayStation,
what am I wrong about?
You get free games, so here you're going to get games as well. Okay? No mention whether or not those games you could just download and play infinitely, or similar to PS Plus, if you
Halo 3 it's fun. It's a fun game, but I just like Reach better. But that's okay.
Coming to Xbox Live Gold if those games are no longer playable. I guess we'll have to see how that works come July.
Can we ban Tommy Butts? He's disagreeing with me, and we cannot have that. Now, don't do that, guys.
Tanks on Xbox
He's cool.
360.
Leave Tommy Butts alone.
Okay.
What?
Next up, World of Tanks on Xbox 360.
Oh.
Okay, World of Tanks is an old game. It's a free-to-play game on PC. It's not a big deal.
Nothing.
Again, some of these games, I swear to God, the reason they're so big is because they're free. Like, it's a game where you drive fucking tanks. Okay, there's some strategy to it. Like, I don't care about World of Tanks. I played Battlezone back on my fucking PC back in, like, 1987, and that's the last game I ever wanted to care about tanks. Like, it's not, to me, it's no gimmick. Now, there are people who love World of Tanks, okay. For me, it's like, this is not an announcement. This is a non-announcement. In addition, it's only available, again, if you're an Xbox Live subscriber. So, okay, you're paying for Xbox Live Gold, you get World of Tanks for free, or if you have a computer, you've already played the game anyway. A non-announcement, in my opinion.
Remember when, was he supposed to play World of Tanks for that sponsor stream that one time? I might be thinking of something else, though.
Next, from Press Play, Max Curse of Brotherhood, which seems like an interesting kind of a quirky platformer, but a lot of people during this
now look how
were like, wow,
he's able to to focus on the camera. He's able to talk. There's no there's no clowning. He didn't clown at all in this. What the fuck? Come on.
Limbo. only it looks like Limbo in color with a couple more elements to it and maybe an actual concrete story. And I mean, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Limbo was a great game, and that actually was one of the ones that kind of interested me. It looks like it's going to be kind of one of those Xbox Live indie game titles that you can download. Then they showed Dark Souls 2, which a lot of people, I'm absolutely sure, anticipating massively. That one is coming out in March 2014, so we finally get at least a solid release window for when that game is going to be coming out. So then they announced, all right, there's going to be 13 console-exclusive games coming out for the Xbox One, and this next one we're going to show you is actually a launch title. This is a huge launch title that everyone's going to want to see, okay? And it's called Rise, and Rise Son of Rome.
Not time for the Greek.
Third-person game. It kind of, at first, I thought, no, it's another God of War, but it's nothing like that whatsoever. It's a third-person action combat game.
Yeah, I mentioned Dark Souls 2, and this was back when he didn't really like it at all, and he was like, well, it's coming out. I guess it's going to be cool for people who like Dark Souls. But now DSP loves Dark Souls, dude.
Massive amount of QuickTime events. I mean, everything that you did in this game was a QuickTime event. You hack a guy twice. Oh, press X again to finish him. Oh, press B to do an instant finisher to the guy to the left. Oh, press this button to counter this guy to the right. The graphics look pretty good. I won't lie.
Oh my god!
This is a launch title.
I'm sorry.
It could be really generic, mashing button quick game, or it could end up being something really good. It was hard to tell from the trailer, but basically you're a Spartan, you're captain in the Spartan army, and you're invading some barbarian towns, and at least for a trailer, it looked decent.
God damn.
I mean, it was supposed to be real
This is like the worst video.
It looks decent. I can't tell whether or not
it's so dull. He's giving no opinions.
It's a launch title, which is, alright, at least we're getting some idea of what kind of launched games
like, he spent so much time on boring shit. Like, he just glances over MGS5 and then spends so much time on nonsense. Like,
one that they actually showed. Oh no, this was actually funny. First, I want to mention that Rise is from Crytek. Now, these are the guys who made Crysis 3, which in my opinion was a shit game. Like, the game was just awful. The gameplay was terrible.
Remember Crysis?
And for them to be saying, "Oh, look, it's from Crytek," I was like, maybe you shouldn't even have said that. These guys are kind of cocky. They think that they're really great game developers, when honestly, I think Crysis 3 was not that good of a game whatsoever. But it was kind of funny because during the demo that they're playing, during all these QuickTime events and combat, they're like, in the interest of saving time. And then all of a sudden, it goes ahead. And I'm like, so wait a minute. In the interest of basically not showing you this repetitive combat over and over and over, we're going to skip ahead. Are you saying that your own game is boring? And that was kind of an interesting thing that I was like, why would they skip ahead? Why wouldn't you have prepared a gameplay demo that has enough content in it without skipping through it that it's entertaining? So maybe the pacing of your game is off. I don't know, but that was just an interesting take on what was being shown that I wanted to mention.
I was thinking MGS5.
Alright, now this next one,
whatever.
I shit my pants, but now after kind of thinking about it for a little bit, I don't know how to feel about it. Killer Instinct is back. This was literally one of the things that I said
I don't know,
previously, that if
I don't
this was
know.
announced at E3 that I would blow my mind. It did blow my mind. Killer Instinct is fucking back. If you know what Killer Instinct is, I don't blame you. It's a fighting game series from the 1990s. It was a groundbreaking one because of ultra combos, because of combo breakers.
And he never went back to play the other seasons.
This day and age, I don't know what they're going to do to really throw themselves into the fighting game market. However, it's an Xbox One exclusive, to which I'm like, uh-oh. Here's why I'm saying this. And I know that people who are in the fighting game community, or if you know about fighting games, you're going to understand why I'm saying this. All the negative press around Microsoft and the Xbox One right now is regarding the console having all these anti-gamer features. So your console has to be connected to the internet at least once every 24 hours, or else you can't play online. In order to play a game, the game has to be tied to an Xbox Live account. If it's not tied to an Xbox Live account, it won't even work. Okay?
Oh no.
These things are going to turn out to be massive problems for the fighting game community if they're attempting to do tournaments on the Xbox One. Because just think about it. You're at a fighting game tournament. They have what? 10 consoles there. So now every single console has to be tied to a person who owns the 10 copies of the games. That person has to connect those consoles to the internet to even get them to work so that you can play the game in the tournament. And it's not always viable. Not every fighting game tournament is held at a fucking LAN center. And the fact that these copies of the games basically...
Look at him care about FGC, dude.
Who knows if they're even going to function. Like, this was actually a problem On the PlayStation 3, when it came to certain fighting games that needed
What?
patches, you were like, oh, damn, is this version up to date or whatever? I have to connect to the internet to find out, and it was a massive problem.
Huh?
So now you're telling me every time someone wants to play Killer
Wait, what? How does... How is... How is checking the software update the same as connecting to what the Xbox One had? How is that the same? Oh my god.
came to certain fighting games that needed patches, you were like, oh, damn, is this version up to date or whatever? I have to connect to the internet to find out, and it was a massive problem. So now
That's not a massive problem though. Oh my...
you're telling me every time someone wants to play Killer Instinct on a tournament, that console has to actively be connected to the internet for a certain period of time. This person has to log into their account. It's going to be a huge
That's
mess
like not the
versus
same.
a console where you can just pop in a disc, boot the game, and it doesn't give a flaming fuck about if you're logged in or whatever. So if all those things that people have been talking about the Xbox One are true, I don't know what's going to happen with Killer Instinct when it comes to a tournament perspective. Now, as a game, the game looks good. It reminded me of the original Killer Instinct, but I don't know what's going to happen with this game. I mean, ideally, fighting games are successful when they can be played in a competitive environment. Will this game be able to because of all the Xbox One's not user-friendly features? I don't know. I guess it remains to be seen. But at least it needed to be addressed. Okay?
Slam. Slam that mug.
The next thing they showed was Sunset Overdrive from Insomniac Games. Now, if you haven't followed along, Insomniac Games is the game development studio that made things like Killzone, that made things such as
Oh no.
Overdrive from Insomniac Games. Now, if you haven't followed along, Insomniac Games is the game development studio that made things like Killzone.
Killzone. Yes, Insomniac Games made Killzone. Yeah. Yeah.
That made things such as the Ratchet and Clank series, and most recently the epic flop from a couple weeks back, Fuse. So to see this game,
I think he's confusing Killzone with the Resistance. Insomniac did Resistance, not Killzone. Whoops.
it's like, okay, well, you're coming off of a really bad game. Hopefully you fix your ass and you do something good. So this next game is called Sunset Overdrive. It kind of looks like it may be an open world game similar to...
It is kind of cringe, CMC Ryan, but on the bright side though, like I kind of feel like if no one talked about it, we would have had a bad Xbox One. So I mean, I guess it was a good thing that came out of it. You got a normal Xbox One out of it, so that's good.
to Infamous, where the people are being overrun and turned into zombies or monsters of some
Zambies.
sort. And you seem to be a free-running dude who can scale buildings and jump off the sides of buildings. But the difference here is that you don't have superpowers. You're actually using guns and weapons. But then it also showed other characters, and it was hard to tell because it wasn't a gameplay demo. It was a trailer. I don't know if this is going to be an open-world co-op game, but it looks pretty interesting. The graphic design of anything, I would say, is similar to maybe Batman... what was that game that came out last year? It was a Batman... Fuck, it wasn't Ark. It was supposed to be a spin-off of Arkham City, but it was the one that had different characters in it. I'm sure people are, in a second, as they hear this, they're gonna be saying it in the chat.
Huh?
Gotham City looked like Borderlands. Kind of looked like
Gotham City Imposters.
Or that Batman game from last year. But Gotham City Imposters. That's the name of the game.
That game? Oh my god, who remembers that? I used to play the game a lot. And it was kind of fun, but yeah, as Kafko said, it kind of sucks too. It's not a spin-off of Arkham City. I don't know how DSP got that from it, but Gotham City Imposters was a fucking FPS game. I don't know how he got Arkham City from it, but... okay.
The graphic design it seems to have, and that's kind of really what it reminded me of. So it remains to be seen what this game's going to be, but it looks kind of interesting.
Yeah, I can see that too, CMC Ryan.
Another console exclusive. They showed a McLaren car. Who gives a fuck about the McLaren being there at E3? That was really dumb. But they're
no, by the way, I like how fair he was with Sunset Overdrive here. Well, it looks kind of cool. Yeah, man, this and that. He plays it. Oh my god, look at the hipster stuff. Oh my... Actually, you know, let's go to YouTube. Let's watch DSP play the Sunset Overdrive. Do 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 do. I wonder if there's this. This is how you don't play Sunset Overdrive. I wonder if someone made that. Oh, Dipshit Phil did.
I am Dipshit Phil. Like this video. The half shave is equipped. Let me see here. Hair color base. You know, freaking bright red hair. Look at that. Oh my god. Huh. I think I'm a rooster. Sure that I got the right stuff. Alright, cool.
Oh my god, look how boring his character is. A game has all this like wacky shit, and he settles on this. Oh, disgusting.
Is your drivatar. That's right. Based off of your actual performance in-game, the game's going to create what's called a drivatar, which is kind of almost an AI designed around your gameplay level skill, and that's going to play online against other people.
I mean, in my opinion, it's fine if you want to make a character that looks like you, but I mean, I kind of would like to spice it up. Like, I like to make a character that looks like me a little bit, but also like, what I would like to look like. You know, I would like to have a beard, so I give my characters beards all the time. I would love to grow a beard like a normal person. You know, I make myself look in shape. You know, I try to make myself look cool. Because I know I don't look cool. I mean, I'm forced to shave because I grow terrible facial hair. Nothing I can do, dude. Not my fault.
Playing the Xbox, and you're going to get experience points and stuff for that, and in-game currency or something.
Buff Theo win someday.
Confusing, but it was funny because they're like, the game drives like people.
You just have to wait for people.
Well, that could backfire because a lot of people suck like me at these games. They could just be fucking wrecking people. And in a driving simulation game like Forza is supposedly supposed to be, I don't know how that's going to work. Okay. Next, you had Xbox One is going to get Minecraft. That's right, Minecraft on Xbox One with new
Minecraft
maps. And I was like, again.
T-pose on the Minecraft, dude. He never did T-posing before until now. And now he's playing Minecraft and does a lot of T-poses. It's like, Minecraft is the T-pose drug. You T-pose when you play it.
Similar to fucking World of Tanks, who cares? Like, Minecraft is Minecraft on Xbox One with new features and bigger maps. And I was like, again, similar to fucking World of Tanks, who cares?
Who cares? Oh man, DSP holds like the record of taking an L, buddy.
Like, Minecraft is how old now? Minecraft has been on Xbox 360 for a long time now. I just don't understand who cares about this feature, who cares about this going on. Like, I don't really give a shit about Minecraft, and
I don't give a shit.
Xbox One is not a huge deal, and I just don't understand what the giant thing is here that we should all be excited
about. Look how dumb I was. See? I was so ignorant back then. I said stuff like, that no one cares about Minecraft. Dude, I was so ignorant. Oh my god. That's what he's gonna say. That's what he's gonna say, dude.
Quantum Break. They showed a trailer for it. It wasn't gameplay. It was obviously an actual, like, almost like a movie trailer. We got a little bit more information than what it showed back in the Xbox One reveal conference, where basically there's an explosion and a woman is being propelled through the air and is probably going to die. Well, this guy comes in, he almost seems like a detective, and he freezes time somehow and actually pulls this woman out of the explosion. And it's like, oh, someone's trying to kill you because of some kind of technology or something. And it's very confusing. And so he's like, oh, whatever. And then some other woman in the background, who I guess is this guy's partner, says, oh no, it's not working anymore. It's unstable. And then all of a sudden the explosion comes to life, and they have to like dodge the explosion.
You gotta
so
dodge,
it seems like
dude.
there's some kind of a time manipulation mechanic, almost like this guy will be able to show up at crime scenes and freeze time and try to save people. So Quantum has to do with kind of.
Oh, it's about Quantum Break.
So
I almost forgot what game he's talking about.
Confusing. We've seen no gameplay. We're not sure what this game is. But I'll be honest, it did kind of interest me. It kind of like got my appetite for, wow, I really want to see what this game turns out to be.
I
from
hated it.
Swery65 or Swery65, who is the studio who made Deadly Premonition, who I just played the HD remake recently, so I was really like, whoa, this is cool. I can't wait to see what this is. They have a new game coming out called D4. Unsure what it is. Very unclear from the trailer what the game's going to be, although it does seem to have a little bit of quirkiness to it, similar to Deadly Premonition. But the thing that I have issue here with is they spent so much fucking time showing trailers for other games. This one was like 10 fucking seconds. Like, I'm not lying. It was like you couldn't even tell what was going on in the game, to which you're like, I really wish they focused more on this game and they gave you more time to talk about it, because this is one of the ones I'm interested in, and it just was like breezed over to get to the next thing, and that was kind of frustrating for me. Okay, and this is what really pissed me off, because the next thing that they show is Project Spark, and they spend like 10 minutes on this fucking thing. What this is it one of these games, and I'm going to say like Little Big Planet, where you can make your own world. Oh, make trees and rivers and shit. And so it makes a map. And he's like, oh, make this guy with a rock. And it shows a little character. It kind of reminded me of maybe Black and White, a game for the PC.
Oh, Black and White.
Ago, or even
I never played it. I
Fable,
only heard of it.
Style.
Oh, shit.
So it shows this little guy, and he has a pet rock, and the rock comes to life. And then all of a sudden, it shows, 3 days later, there's goblins, and he has to fight the goblins. And then the most annoying part,
oh my god,
the fucking, so now on Smart Glass, you can pick this up, and you can do shit on Smart Glass. Like, no one has Smart Glass, no one wants Smart Glass, no one's going to use Smart Glass. Stop talking about Smart Glass. And the reason I say that, for the next, 10 games, they keep mentioning fucking Smart Glass.
Man, it's almost like they want you to
okay?
use
We want to buy the Xbox One, not fucking Smart Glass. So like,
now, I love this meme with DSP. So he says, oh, they want us to use Smart Glass. Look how much they're shoving down our throats, man. But then let's say Microsoft unveils Smart Glass, and no game uses it. Why do they make Smart Glass? No one uses it. It's the same shit with the PSVR. Like behind him in the exact same way as Phil. Hey, it's because I have a cord, dude. I can't use my head to look 360, dude. And the backrest is fucked up. This chair fucking sucks. Okay, I don't want to hear it. You think that this chair is comfortable? No. This chair, is a piece of shit. I would much rather sit on a fucking floor.
Alright, so you do the Smart Glass, and you can make the fucking characters come to life and shit. But it was funny because the major focus was that the guys who were presenting the game were they were really annoying. Their voices were annoying. The one guy came out with the tightest.
Well, don't worry, DSP. In 2019, your voice is really annoying. It's actually worse than it is now. Well, then. The chair doesn't have a lumbago support, dude. Yeah, it doesn't support anything.
Pants I think I've ever seen. They were jeans, but they were skin fucking tight. You could see this giant 1970s bulge in his crotch. What era does this fucking guy live in?
Oh my god, he looked at his bulge.
If you're gonna be presenting a game at E3, try to look fucking normal. Try to understand that this is not the time to show off your amazing fashion sense, and we don't want to see your fucking balls through your jeans. Okay, but I digress about that. The thing that really pissed me off.
This is coming from a guy that doesn't shave for his fucking viewers. Well, let's just see how DSP looks today. How does DSP look in the modern era, dude?
Alright, Jimison cheered again. He said, I love Pepsi and your content. Keep up the great work.
Oh yeah, I forgot you shaved for his day off.
On one of the websites. Yeah, I know. There's free stuff you could get.
Dude, look! Look how much money he made. He's big. He made it, dude. He made it. Oh, look, Infinite gave him 2K bits. Big ups, Infinite. He really needs the money. He really does. The 1K that was supposed to be for the month went away, dude. Pay up. Pay up, you pay pig. Oh, I want to talk about this, actually. I might get some flack for this, but let's... Mariah fucking Misaki. What is wrong with this dude? So I DM'd him. I want to get to the bottom of this. So I asked him, what happened to the Supernova comic? Because there was supposed to be a comic July 31st, okay? Never came out. We went, and the page is gone. So I said, what happened? He asked me, why do I care? Well, I only fucking read the comic, Mirai Misaki. I was a huge fan. I loved it. And then he says, so, no one praised it or seems to care. The views are extremely low. I can take stories anywhere. I want to, but it seems no one cares no matter how good my writing is. So I am taking my time with it. Rai Masaki? You promised a release date on a comic, and then you didn't announce what was gonna happen to it, and it vanishes. It vanishes. What the fuck? And then you say that no one seems to care? I fucking cared. I read your fucking comics, Mirai Misaki. I fucking care. And then, okay, I'm gonna drop the bit. I'm gonna drop the fucking bit. Alright. Still updating fast than the Cyber Frog guy. Alright. He says that he thinks his writing is good. His writing is not fucking good. It is as subtle as a house on fire. You read it and it's edgelord, fucking race baiting nonsense. Literally it talks about Muslims and Islams and all of that, and it has no care in the fuck the implications on real life at all. It is not good. It is really, really try hard to be fucking like current, and to have this arrogance of my rating is good is pretty bad and bad form. And also, don't care about fucking views on that shit. He's a hero for our modern era. And then I try to cheer him up. I tell him like, look, you just gotta keep working on it. You gotta keep it going, man. You gotta work. You gotta try it out. You know, you know, you shouldn't be focused on what other people say. You know, you should be focused on what you feel about the stuff you're working on. You know, I work on my commissions. You know, people can say my art fucking sucks, but I do my best. I try. You know, if I try, that is what matters to me. Like it there you go. So, you know, you just gotta keep at it. You gotta keep at it. He then says, so, no one praised it or seems to care. The views are extremely low, like, whatever. Don't focus on praise at all. You know, sure, people might shit on it. People might say you fucking suck, you're terrible, but you gotta keep at it. You're not gonna get better if you just give up and you just focus on, you just bait for praise. Don't fucking do that. That's how you, like, make terrible content, honestly. Is it just you? So I asked them, oh, are you just working on it? Or whatever, because the whole lore with Supernova is weird, because it sounds like it's just Mirai Masaki working on it, but then he mentions other people working on it, and it doesn't make sense to me. I asked him, and says, I work on it as a hobby. Then why do you care about views? Why do you care about praise? Why do you care about all this nonsense if it's just a hobby? Okay. And I tell him to keep at it, and keep focused on the good stuff, keep working. And he says, you know what a hobby is? The story is entirely my own. The art is owned by me, but I don't draw it. If that's what you're asking, I loved my story, writing so much that I wanted to make it into a comic. Holy fucking shit. Okay. Alright. First off, fuck you too, Mirai Masaki. All I said was this. That's cool. Keep at it. Honestly, it's a grind, but the more you work on it, the more you can learn. I tell him that you can learn by keep working on it. If you keep doing it, you'll get better. And he tells me, do you know what a hobby is? Wow, you're very easy to talk to, Mirai Misaki. You really know how to talk to people. So why don't you... just hop off your little horse and realize that I'm just talking. And then he goes on to say, the story is entirely my own. Oh, okay. Cool. I don't know why you're so confrontational about the story. Okay, the story is yours. Cool. I mean, awesome. The art is owned by me, but he doesn't draw it? Does he... Do you credit the artist? Mariah Misaki, you need to credit the artist. Especially if the artist is not getting paid. Credit the artist. Credit the fucking artist. And to say that you own the art, but you don't credit him, like, fuck you. That's like the worst kind of shit to say. Honestly, but okay. I loved my story of writing so much that I wanted to make it into a comic. Okay. Life's a grind, but what's new? Not everyone can be like Phil to make their hobby into their job after all. Oh. I think I understand why so many people resent Phil, but I don't. Yes, people resent Phil because of this content right here. Look at this content. Oh my god.
I don't know if I'm supposed to kill him or just chase him for now. I don't remember.
Yeah, dude, I definitely resent him for this content, dude. Look at this content. Oh man.
They literally took like 10 to 15 minutes to talk about this game. And you're like, the whole time, like, I don't care. Like, this is a game that, this is for the casual. This is for the person who's probably not even going to buy the Xbox One right away. Why do I care about this fucking game? Get to the hardcore stuff. And it was just very frustrating.
It's like the Elon Musk comic book writers.
Then that, okay, going along with the smart glass fucking theme. Oh, well, you can now use the smart glass to play Rise, and you'll be able to track your progress in Rise and see how far you are in the level, and you'll be able to do this with Rise and that with Rise with smart glass, smart glass, smart glass, smart glass, smart glass. Suck my ass! I don't want smart glass.
Okay? Suck my ass! I don't want it, dude.
The next thing that they mentioned really kind of threw me back a little bit. They were like, okay, so the Xbox One basically has a built-in DVR. And what I mean by that is when you're playing your games, you'll be able to record matches with live commentary, to which I think everyone was like, oh, live commentary? How are they going to implement that? And then he goes, with the Kinect. And everyone was like, the Kinect sucks, okay? The Microsoft Kinect, the current one, has horrible microphone, okay? I know because I've used the Microsoft Kinect to try to do gameplay over the internet with people for co-op, and everyone's told me, please just put on a headset. The audio of the Kinect sounds like shit.
Phil, please put on a headset.
If you're playing in a room like I do in here, and it's an open room, okay, and you're going to be recording with the Kinect isn't just going to pick up your voice. It's going to pick up all the noise from the speakers around you. So your gameplay is going to sound like shit unless they've dramatically improved the Kinect for the Xbox One. I don't know if they have. Again, no one's talking about the new model Kinect, what are its capabilities.
Look how fat he is. I agree, X9. He looks so fat.
I'm sorry, with the Xbox 360. So right off the bat, I'm extremely skeptical of everyone who's saying, oh, you'll be able to do, all this stuff with the Kinect. I don't know how that's going to work. But in addition to that, this was kind of the big thing that everyone is probably talking about right now. You remember how in the PS4 press conference way earlier this year that Sony did, they announced that they're teaming with Ustream and that you'll be able to stream your gameplay on Ustream. Well, guess what? Microsoft has a partnership with Twitch TV. So, okay, obviously huge announcement. Here I am on Twitch streaming.
Whoops. Because Twitch also is on PS4 as well. And well, Microsoft made Mixer now. They had a partnership with Twitch just to make Mixer.
Streaming right now.
Whoops.
And it's a big thing.
You didn't miss
much,
much, man.
Gameplay that's streamed over Twitch. It's a huge thing. So Microsoft basically teamed up with the winner here, because Twitch TV, let's face it, it's better and it's bigger than Ustream. Okay. However, again, I urge here again. how is this going to work? If you're using the Microsoft from your Kinect, it's probably going to sound horrible. You're going to catch all the audio from your room.
You're probably going
In
to use the
addition, they
mic.
talked about, oh, there's going to be interactivity with the chat. There'll be chat interactivity kind of focused with the Xbox One, but they don't show it. They don't explain it. I'm like, how is this going to work? How can you interact with the chat while you're streaming? I don't understand this. So it's cool.
How do I interact with the chat while I stream? That seems to be a very current problem with DSP today.
You're going to have this capability. I completely like that, but at the same time, I don't know how viable it's going to be. If anything, what you're going to have when the Xbox One launches is thousands of people trying to stream on Twitch and doing horrible streams, but I digress. I mean, we don't know anything about this yet. This is the first time it was announced. We don't know too much about it. I don't want to hate on it too much, but I don't know how this would realistically work. It's still a huge announcement, though, that anyone who buys an Xbox One is going to be able to stream on Twitch with no capture device technology whatsoever, like I'm using right now, with no kind of additional thing. It's kind of interesting, and it would be interesting to see how this is going to affect things come the release of the Xbox One, okay?
Yeah.
All right. The next thing that they announced, Microsoft points, which let's face it, since day one when Xbox Live launched, people hate Microsoft points, okay? Microsoft points are extremely fucking annoying. I'm gonna rent this movie. 480 Microsoft points. How much fucking currency is that? How much am I spending? Now I gotta get my calculator out. I gotta get my fucking abacus and shit, and I gotta do fucking algebra to figure out how much money I'm spending to do anything on Xbox.
Oh, look how much you clowned about this. Oh, you gotta... Ah! I guess that every time you come, you're welcome back. I'm so glad. I thought you were gone for good, buddy. I'm glad you're back. Hopefully we can cheer you up today. But I love that he's like shitting on this, but Twitch has bits, and he's like, well, bits is cool, okay?
Xbox Live. They're finally doing away with it. What they're saying is they're going to actually have your currency is going to be used when you buy things on Xbox Live from now on. That, in my opinion, is a no-brainer. The PlayStation's been doing it since day one, so why the hell Microsoft hasn't even changed until now, I don't know. But they're saying, come the launch of the Xbox One, they're going to change that, and so it's going to be all in...
Man, I remember when, like, Nintendo and Microsoft had, like, conversion point nonsense? I am so glad no one does that anymore. Oh my god, those were, like, dark ages of technology.
Normal currency now, which I welcome. Then, the beginning of the technical issues. They showed games Crimson Dragon. It's going to be a console exclusive, and it's from the people who made Panzer Dragoon. To which I say, no shit, because the game literally looks like Panzer Dragoon. It's like the same game. So, it looks good, and I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. Panzer Dragoon was actually a really good game, and I'm surprised that games never got back to that formula after such a long time. So they show the demo of this game, problem being, there's no audio. And so the audience is like, oh my god, are you kidding me? Oh, and they start saying funny things. They start clapping and everything for the game, out of tune and out of place because there's no audio for the game. But they were like, fuck, we don't have time, we just gotta go. So they just played the whole trailer with no audio. Now this will come back to bite Microsoft in the ass later on, which we're gonna talk about. Okay, so then they showed Dead Rising 3, which was leaked already that this game was coming out. The main character, his name is Nick Ramos, or Ramos, who's a mechanic.
Nick Ramos,
he's got
dude.
the biggest fucking wrench I've ever seen in my life. Like, this thing was like this fucking long, and he's holding it with one hand. I was like, oh my god, this is like some serious shit here.
What?
The game looks really good, but what I think they're trying to do is try to appeal to all audiences, and I think one audience that never really caught on to the Dead Rising series were people who really like survival horror, because what they're doing is they're adding in now survival horror elements. Like, he jumps into this building and it's pitch black, so he takes a flashlight and attaches it to his handgun so he can see, a la Resident Evil and a la every survival horror game, Alan Wake, that's done.
Wait, what? Susan, please.
Elements. Like, he jumps into this building and it's pitch black, so he takes a flashlight and attaches it to his handgun so he can see, a la Resident Evil and a la every survival horror.
Allah. But how is that like Resident Evil? You don't combine shit in Resident Evil that much.
Alan Wake that's done this.
Flashlight equals survival horror.
And then he gets attacked or whatever, and people were like, uh-oh, maybe this is going to be more survival horror than anything else. But then, it gets back to to the old school, you know, business that happened in the old Dead Rising games. He grabs a fucking axe and he attaches a fucking buzzsaw and he's doing crazy executions on zombies. And he jumps in a car and he's driving a car down the highway to the next
executions like
game.
Gears of
And
War.
that's really neat too. The game looks really good. I'm excited. If the game has day one co-op, I think it's going to be a massive success. So I really like the look of Dead Rising 3.
Oh my god, I feel like so weird today.
Was at the end of the Dead Rising 3 demo that they're showing, they go, Smart Glass! Yo, look! You're surrounded by zombies and you can't escape. So guess what? You can use Smart Glass. And you could do an airstrike by doing this. So basically what they're saying is you could cheat in the game. You could use Smart Glass to activate shit and cheat. And I was like, that's fine, because I got an iPad. I'll be fucking cheating like fuck. I'll just be dropping airdrop on those zombies' heads. And when people say that I'm cheating and that's not how the game's meant to be played, I'm going to say, but didn't you see the E3 press conference? Smart Glass, Smart Glass, Smart Glass, Smart Glass, fuck you.
Now, I like, this is also cool, by the way. He mocks people for like, well, you're using the a thing in the game that they offer, like the Smart Glass thing, and says that that's cheating and that's not how the game's meant to be played. He agrees with that sentiment because he's being sarcastic here, while today he cheeses every game when people tell him, hey, that's not how you play the game, you should kind of play like legit. That's how you play the game! They put that in the game because that's how it's supposed to be played. I should blame From Software for putting an overpowered weapon, okay? So, oof. This really shows that DSP was more willing to try in his gameplay than he is now. Feels bad, man.
Okay.
No, he would now, Kafkas, but back then he would actually like kind of attempt it, kinda. But, oh man.
Next was Witcher 3 with Smart Glass. I just can't stop saying it because every game they were like, it has Smart Glass integration. So, Witcher 3, they show it and they're like, it's going to come to Xbox One and of course it'll be on PC. No mention of if this is going to be on PS4. I'd almost assume it's not going to be on PS4. But anyway, yeah, Witcher 3 is coming out. Okay, what else do I really have to say?
Yes,
I'd be interested now. I have to say this because one of the biggest controversial things that ever happened in my history on YouTube is when I played The Witcher 2. The Witcher 2, similar to Demon's Souls and Dark Souls, it's one of these games that is extremely difficult from the get-go. They throw you into the world with little or no tutorial on what you're supposed to be doing, and they just expect you to learn on your own. For me, I don't like that. I'm the kind of person, you gotta at least teach me the basics or hold my hand a little bit so that I can learn the game.
Hold my hand, dude.
And whatever, but the game was just unforgivably hard. To the point where the game developers patched the game and made it significantly more easy. Now, a lot of people say, Phil, fuck you, you flipped out on YouTube because you suck at games. But let me ask you something. If I wasn't right, why did the game developers patch the game and make it easier? I just want you to think about that.
What?
If I wasn't right about the game being too difficult, why did they patch it? So what I'm asking is, will Witcher 3 be the same hardcore difficulty? Or is it going to be patched? Or will there be maybe 2 levels of difficulty, one for the hardcore and one for the more casual? I'm interested to see what they're going to do, especially because this game is coming to the Xbox One, which traditionally people who play on console are more casual than the more hardcore PC gamer. What's going to happen here? And that's what I want to see.
Yes, console gamers are all casuals. They're all filthy casuals. I agree.
I think that's going to be the big kind of hot issue when the game comes out. Do they stay to their roots? Do they kind of dumb down the game for more audiences?
I got it. I gotta go to the bathroom, dude. I'll be back. You can have fun with DSP while I'm on the way.
Today it's too late. I don't have enough time to play with him now, and it's NetherRealm's fault. So, Night Wolf will be tomorrow. I always love a nice slow beep. Adds an element of risk. You know, maybe if there were high-level explosives in every single car, people would drive more safely. Then again, the truth of the matter is people are so fucking stupid, they probably wouldn't. They would probably drive the same and just all blow up and die, so. Oh. Well, you got my way. Pay the toll, you don't want to attract attention. Like driving a giant truck with a loud-ass beeping light on the back wouldn't attract attention. But Ara's got, in this case, normally you'd be right, but in this case you're wrong. He says, oh, it's PSN's fault. Hold on.
Go and get drunk together.
Roman, I'm nervous enough about driving a truck full of explosives around the city for Mikhail Faust. He's out of control. Anyway, I'm sorry, but if I get drunk with you and then drive this thing, I'll definitely blow myself up. Catch you later, cousin.
But anyway, Madara's God, you're right. Normally, PSN would be responsible for something not being on PSN in time. In this case, it was NetherRealm because Nightwolf was not out for neither American PSN nor Xbox Live, even though the game had in-game advertisements saying to get him and download him. So, and then NetherRealm posted up on social media apologizing, saying they didn't know what the problem was. They're going to try to fix it, and then they did. So it was actually on them, not on the gaming networks. But normally you're right. I've had a lot of issues over the years with PSN not updating appropriately in time for stuff. Trigger the bomb. Oh boy. Out of the way, assholes. Nice. The big boom. Yeah, me too. Moonwalker says I love the scripted calls from Roman when you're doing something like a job. Yeah, they're pretty neat.
Kenny, look, the garage.
Fuck, I need to get a car. I guess technically you could just run on foot. Oh, there we go, I did. Oh! Oh! I got away, but I got hit by a goddamn car. Good. Ow.
I've blown the place up, but don't pull that shit on me again. Maybe I don't want to drive around while sitting on an atom bomb.
I thought you were the ice-cold killer. I thought nothing scares you, man. Okay. Hasn't anyone got any balls? You and Dimitri, you'd be nothing without me. Nothing. This is how you treat me?
Moonwalkman says there's a fast food restaurant nearby. Where? That's what I complained about this before. They should have the fast food places on the map, and they don't. Like, they should have it so you know where they are, so you go eat, and they don't have them. There should definitely be markers on the map for where you can get your health back, and they don't. That's annoying. A laundromat and a jewelry store, a grocery store. There's the apartments. Shout out to DJ Sandex for a 100-bit cheer. I appreciate that. I keep taking damage. Damn it, I need a burger. Or some chicken. Ah! What? What the fuck, dude? I'm blinking red health. I need food. Oh, here it is. Oh, shit. I should say yes and then cancel, right?
Yes, I'd enjoy that. I'll be there in an hour.
I can't wait, Nico. See you in a bit.
I gotta eat first. I have no health.
Burger shot. Buck. What's up?
Burger Shop.
But here you go.
Welcome to Burger Shop. Delicious.
Thanks for coming in the burger shot.
Alright, now I need a car. If this cop would leave. Oh my god, it's a red light. I gotta wait for the cop to leave to steal the car. Fuck this, I'll steal the one down here.
Nico, it's Roman. I was talking to Brucey.
That droid monkey?
He is a good friend of mine. He'll be a good friend of yours too if you let him. Anyway, he's got some work and we are in need of money. Meet Him and Brucey's executive autos on Mohanad in Eastfolk. If Mallory calls you, we are bowling together. See you later.
Alright.
I found a student out here to do that film about my
So,
life.
Brucey's now been unlocked as a contact. Yeah, we got Brucey and Dimitri instead of Faustin. It's Dimitri now. And then we got this mission. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. I can try to get there in time. Dimitri just texted me. Stupid car alarm. We need to talk. I'll be on Firefly Island Boardwalk. Your friend Dimitri. Alright. So this is when Dimitri tries to turn you against Faustin, saying that he's basically fucked everything up. Jameson just cheered and said, I thought you didn't do dating missions. I don't. I accidentally selected this one by accident. Because it called while I was in the middle of eating. So I answered the phone by accident. Oh, shit! I think... Let me see here.
Michelle, listen, you're going to have to forgive me. Something
Here we
has
go.
come up. I'm going to have to check the rain, as they say.
Maybe we'll reschedule. And maybe we won't, I guess.
There we go. Alright. Hello to Roar. How you doing, Roar? How's it going? He's back from vacation. Missed the streams. How you doing? Let's do the Brucey mission. We haven't done any things with Brucey yet, and his missions are freaking wild. Some crazy shit. I had to check the rain. Time to check that in, as they say. Okay. Oh shit! I wasn't looking. Ah. Nice rear ending. Unit destroyed. Whoa. Oh, whoa! Nice jump. Oh, excuse me. I got a frog in my throat today. It's very annoying. Okay. Down here. Yeah, down near the docks is where Brucey is. This is annoying. There's a diner here, but you can't actually, like, eat at it. She lets you. You can only eat at Burger Shot and Cluck and Bell. That's it. Those are the two food places that are real. Honk, honk.
I'm back. I think it's like, let's pretend like Phil fainted for like a minute.
My favorite
Hey.
3D fighter in a 3D plane, it would be Tekken.
You know what? I was watching my own stream, so I was watching all of you guys. I was reading. I heard the whole thing about, I thought you don't do dating missions. Guys, I think Kat and DSP's relationship must be pretty bad since he did a dating mission, dude. I see everyone loves the playthrough. Everyone participated. They gave him like only $7 in tips and 222 bits. Big ups. DSP really knows what his fans want. Keep up the good work, DSP. You're working really hard. They'll announce the baby. Oh shit! I missed the baby announcement? Fuck. Oh well, don't worry, Theo. He canceled the dating mission. It's all okay. Good. Oh my god, I'm so glad he canceled it because he almost had too much fun with the polygon girl. You know those polygon girls. You know, you once you do polygon girls, you can't go back. Kat will let him play Persona and let him date in it because she loves Persona. No.
Ground, or do they
All
have
right.
an option to
I'm sorry, I'm going to be eating.
That's
I'm
good.
sorry. I wasn't planning on getting
Okay.
lunch during this video, but here we are.
Battlefield
I'm sorry.
4. This is where the epic fail of the conference happened. They go to run
Epic
the trailer,
fail, dude.
and no sound. So the trailer closes or whatever, and the guy who's presenting Battlefield 4 is like, he's all embarrassed. He's like, oh no, we're really going to run this trailer. Don't worry, I'm not lying or anything. We really are going to show you this trailer, so just calm down. And he's waiting. And he's waiting. And he's waiting. And it's still not playing, and everyone's like, wow, like, you could fucking... The tension, you could feel the tension in the room. This guy didn't know what the fuck to do. And then it's funny because some of the people started talking in the audience. He goes, quiet, everyone quiet. And I'm like, wait a minute, buddy. This is your fucking conference. You're the one who's flubbing it, and you're going to yell at the people in the audience for talking? Go fuck yourself. But, so eventually they finally do get the trailer playing. And Battlefield 4 looks like Battlefield. Looks like the graphics are going to be a little bit better. They did say that this game is going to run at a solid 60 frames per second.
Oh,
but
shit.
The reason that this is kind of a fail here is because you can't stream at a full 60 frames per second, or at least very few people have the capability of doing that. So no one who was watching this press conference could see the game in 60 frames per second, so everyone just kind of has to take their word for it that it's running at 60 frames per second. It looks like Battlefield. There was a little thing at the end. Oh no, you're on a boat, and you get thrown off the boat, and then you get on a boat, and now you have an on-rail shooter portion. I guess that was supposed to
now I feel better.
you, but being
I felt so bad.
shooters,
I guess it was just because I was
the
hungry.
past
I just
several
didn't have
years,
enough
it pretty
energy,
much
dude.
looked like typical first-person shooter fare to me.
It's what happens when you eat coffee on an empty stomach. It's not good for you.
There's a flub during the what they're showing you of the gameplay. That if you look at the upper left-hand corner of the screen, that there's a prompt for a keyboard button or keyboard key. I'm not sure about that, but if that's true, maybe that means that they were running the PC demo and not the Xbox One version of the game. I don't know. I didn't catch it, but people in the stream chat were actually talking about it, okay? So it'd be interesting to see what happens with the Xbox One, you know, if it will run at its full capabilities or not, and what were they really shown, okay? Then they announced,
dude, seriously,
our first DLC.
All of this is like, oh, well, the Xbox One, it's going to be able to do all this kind of stuff. It's really cool, man. He sounds more interested in video games in this video than he did in this year's E3 videos. All he kept talking about in this year's E3 videos were how bad games are. Oh, it's not, you know, now we got like all these fads. Oh, look at this, whoop-de-doo. Here, well, they did this. Look how cool this was. Look how positive he was. What happened? The toxicity, dude. The toxicity built up.
DLC pack, which would be called like Second Assault or something like that, is going to be on Xbox One first, which I was like, are we really going to do this again? Are we really going to start, oh, the DLC comes out on Xbox first, and so you should buy the Xbox version first. And so once again, no one's on an equal playing field. No one gets equal versions of the game. Everyone's frustrated. Like, do we really have to start this shit again? I was really hoping with this next launch of consoles, this next generation, that we would not be doing this kind of childish bullshit, but it looks like Microsoft is up to their old shit, and they're going to be paying off every company to do their DLC on the Xbox first, which frustrates the hell out of me.
No, it's mad.
Up next was a game called Below. Now, this game, it was weird because the sprites in the game are tiny. People were saying, oh, look, it kind of looks, again, like Limbo. Maybe it looks kind of like Journey, but it's a side-scrolling kind of a game. And the sprites were really small. It was really hard to tell because they really didn't show that much or explain anything about the game. They just ran this really short trailer. So I really reserved my feelings on that game, but they mentioned it.
No, that's a good point, Subject 11.7.
And then after that, they mentioned
I'm really
that
sorry.
Microsoft is basically
I'm
doing
really sorry for
exclusive
these
partnerships
chewing noises.
with a lot of studios. And a new studio that probably no one's really heard of yet is a studio called Black Tusk. And
so I'm really sorry. If you guys really don't like it, I'll mute my mic when I eat.
Xbox One
but I'm sorry. I'm sorry right now if you're hearing
We're going
it.
to show you this sneak peek of a new game that's coming out. So they show this game. There's no name to it, by the way. It's some guy. He's in a spy outfit similar to, say, Splinter Cell. He's rappelling down the side of a skyscraper. He kicks in a window. He starts shooting. And that's it. To which I'm like, okay, it kind of looks like Splinter Cell. But you didn't give a name. You didn't explain anything about the game. What was the point of that?
What was the point?
I don't know.
I hear you eating, and even
another big one
I
that
do,
they
it's
show.
not. Okay.
They show a guy
That's
walking
good.
in the desert.
I
Big,
you know.
what do you want to call it?
I don't want this to become like a DSP tries it. Okay, that's all. That's it. Okay, I don't want to.
a hood or a veil or poncho. That's, I guess, what you would call it. Like, but it's like made of burlap, so it's like falling apart. He's walking through the desert. There's all the sand blowing, and everyone's like, "What is this? Is this destiny? Is this journey? What could it be?" Because everyone's trying to draw similarities. And then finally, they show his arm. It's a Spartan arm. You're like, "Ah, it's Halo." So it's Halo for Xbox One. What they're saying is that for the first time ever, when Halo comes to Xbox One, and they don't make it clear whether or not they're talking Halo 5, whether or not they're talking a new Halo game for Xbox One, it's not discussed at all. And I think that they're kind of doing that on purpose because they don't even fucking know yet. And what I'm kind of thinking is what they ran as a trailer wasn't really a trailer. Maybe it was just a tech demo, but it wasn't made clear. But the big announcement is that when Halo eventually does come to Xbox One, it's going to run at 60 frames per second. To which I say, wow, Halo's finally going to run at an acceptable frame rate. I can't believe it. And this is kind of ironic because when Halo 3 came
Wow,
out
look
for
how
the
excited he
Xbox
was for
360,
Halo 5.
it was the complete opposite. It was like the game didn't even run in high definition. And I'm going to repeat that. Halo 3 does not run in high definition. You may think it does. You may think it runs in 720p. It doesn't.
Aww.
It's actually a lower resolution that's upscaled to 720p. And the game runs at a shitty frame rate. And that's why if you play a game like Halo 3 and then you play Call of Duty, you're like, you even, like, your head will, like, rattle around because they look so different because Halo runs at such a shitty frame rate. So finally, Halo is catching up to the industry standard.
I feel like, yeah, I don't think it knows what frame rate is because I think there was one game he was trying to say that it runs at a certain frame rate and people were like, no, it doesn't. And he was like, what? Yes, it does. I don't know.
FPS game that's going to run at an acceptable frame rate. It's a good thing, don't get me wrong, but it's like, wow, finally you're catching up with everyone else.
Wow.
Is that like a huge announcement? To me, it's not. Okay. Probably the biggest chunk of news for the entire conference. We've got a time frame for the release of Xbox One, and we've got a price. Xbox One is going to be released worldwide in November of 2013. The price will be
You know what? Maybe that's why he hates gaming now the most. He's fed up with falling for marketing schemes. For 8 years, he fell for marketing schemes. Now he's like, I know these are marketing schemes, so fuck games.
499 US dollars.
He knows too much now.
499 euros, or I think they said 429 or 430 British pounds. But what I'm not understanding here is, okay, 499 US dollars, 499 euros. Wait a minute, whoa. The euro and the dollar aren't valued at the same. I'm pretty sure, now I could be wrong because I'm not up on currency, isn't the euro worth more than the US dollar? So why are you charging Europe more money for the same console? You're a worldwide release, we're touting that it's going to be a worldwide release, but we're going to charge one group more than the other. Now, I could be wrong. I'm actually looking at the stream chat right now. No, people are saying, no, you're correct. The euro is valued more. Oh, and here's the other thing. 429 British pounds is 666 US dollars. Why are you prejudiced against the UK? Why do they have to pay so much more? Why isn't everyone paid the same price? And I'm kind of scratching my head on that one. Like, I don't understand. Keep in mind, the world right now is in peril.
It is kind of weird because, like, in Greece, when I was in Greece, I think I told you guys that I bought the Fire Emblem Three Houses limited edition, dude. This was 89 euros. 89 euros. And I was like, oh, okay, you know, I was like trying to like just spend money on like things that I would eat, and it was like the last day I saw this, and it was like 89 euros. That translates to like $100, and I saved $45 on it, baby. I got the last copy, dude. It is weird though. Like, I feel like that they wanted to just I don't fucking know. I don't care anymore. I give up.
People don't have a lot of money.
I forgot what I was trying to say. I lost the plot.
In my mind, I don't understand that whatsoever. I think that's bullshit. I think Microsoft should charge everyone the same amount. And if US only pays $500, that means everyone should pay the equivalent in their own currency. That's just me being completely real with everyone. And I think fair is fair, and that's not fair. Okay. All right. The last thing that they talked about in the conference was a game called Titanfall, and this is from Respawn Entertainment. And what it really looks like to me,
Well,
it looks
I
like
guess like the like how the rate of money that they earn in Europe and all that is the same though. Like they get paychecks, they pay stuff the same. It's only when you convert it is when you start seeing the inequality of it. Like, but I guess it's the idea that the store owners in Europe are gonna have to pay more money to ship to sell them. So I mean, I guess it's that.
the game starts out playing like a generic first-person shooter, like say Battlefield, but then the unique element of this game is that there's mechs. Okay, the mechs themselves get, I guess they're called Titans, and you can summon them during gameplay. It seems like maybe you have to earn a certain amount of kills or a certain amount of points before you can summon them. And then the mech gameplay is pretty interesting. You've got the ability to stop like missiles coming at you, almost like the what would they call it from Half-Life, that gun, the gravity gun, where you could grab stuff mid-shot and launch it back at your opponents. You've got unique weapons that you can use to stop the thing. They actually had a Titan coming in, and the guy aimed at it and sniped it and killed the Titan before it ever even hit the ground. So it seems to me,
What games you buying this hardcore season, dude?
It's seamless integration.
I definitely do want to get Astral Chain. I do want to get that game. That game looks so good. I really want that game. Oh man, Platinum Games, baby, you never go wrong with them. It's that. I really don't know. I also want to. I do want to get Link's Awakening because I played that game on Game Boy and I kind of hated it and I dropped it. I kind of want to go back to it and kind of re-experience that game. So there's that. My God, I don't know what else is coming out this fall. I kind of forgot what's supposed to come out, but I usually base my purchases on games that are like coming out near. I'm not a huge fan of Dragon Quest, so I'm probably not gonna get that. Unfortunately, I mean I don't know. I don't know. Maybe if it's at the right price or something, but I'm definitely gonna get Astral Chain. I definitely want that game. The fact that you can customize the character blows my mind. I'm definitely gonna make Cleo. She's gonna be in that game. You know, that's what I did with Fire Emblem Three Houses. The main character is Cleo. That's right. She's Cleo. She slays the bad guys. You know, Cleo's the MVP every fucking mission because Cleo's just that badass. And when I get Astral Chain, it's gonna be Cleo. Cleo will be the police officer with the demon thing, and Cleo will take care of everything, baby.
From an FPS game into a mech combat game. It's a combination of two completely different genres of game into one. It could be good, but what I was kind of I couldn't put my finger on. I don't know. I couldn't say, gee, does this look really good to me or not? You can't really tell from what they were showing, and also it was very unclear from what they were showing whether or not the game was actually gameplay or was this a pre-rendered presentation. It was very hard to tell. So I reserve my judgment. The game looks like it could be interesting and could have a unique,
the game could be interesting, guys.
Non-traditional first-person shooter gameplay with the integration of the mech stuff, but I guess it all depends on the execution. All right. All right. So I have just
make your
covered
character
everything that was
Galaxy
talked about
Brain.
in the E3 press conference. I'm sure I missed a little blip or a little bloop here, but for the most part,
bloop.
I tried to take copious notes, and that's what I saw. So,
Cleo's
out of the press
Cleo
conference,
a la the bun.
First of all, what were the wins and what were the losses? Wins.
You know what? If Astral Chain allows me to put a last name, that's gonna be her last name. Cleo a la the bun. That's her last name. A la the bun.
First of all, zero mention of TV. And I think Microsoft directly listened to the criticism they got at the Xbox One reveal press conference and realized no one gives a fuck about TV on this stupid thing. So they said we have to focus on games. And that's exactly what they did. It was game after game after game after game. Another win is that there's so many console exclusive. They mentioned 13 console exclusive franchises are basically going to be on this thing. And the fact that
I went with the Black Eagles. You gotta go with them. I mean, Edelgard, Edelgard. Okay? Edelgard. Hello? She's pretty much the Mitsuru of Fire Emblem. I mean, kind of a big deal. I kind of had to go with it. My hands were tied, dude. I had to go with the Black Eagles. People say it's a harder house. Fuck it, I played on normal/casual, so I'll be good. I wouldn't call console exclusive a win. Yeah, because it makes you want to buy consoles, dude. Don't you dare disrespect Bernadette. Oh man, who's Bernadette? Who's that? Edelgard? I what a loser. Sounds like a lot like animated. It pretty much is Kafka's, but I mean Edelgard is she's so sweet. She's like no nonsense. She's like cute. She's badass. Oh, purple hair, the girl that like wants to run away and not do anything. Yeah, she's cool. I like her too. I like her. Okay. Little slam on Fire Emblem on my playthrough. I'm playing the game. Every other character, Cleo, Edelgard, the magic guy, the guy who's like black hair dude, Kylo Ren guy. Who else? There's another girl I think that levels up pretty well. All of them, they all level up. They all catch up to me, and they all go level 5, level 10, level 6, whatever. The purple haired girl, the one that like wants to run away all the time. The guy with the blue hair. Dorothea. All of those people don't level up. They're still fucking level 3. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, what the fuck? They're doing shit in the missions. It's not like I'm just having them do nothing. They're doing shit. They're attacking. They're killing people, etc. And they get nothing. Everyone else is leveling up and getting all this XP. They kill people. The game's like, no, they're staying level 2, buddy. It's like, fuck you. You have to feed them kills. I give them kills. They get kills. The beginning of the game, I use all of the players. I don't focus on like Edelgard the whole time. I mean, it's bullshit. The game fucking hates them. I gotta help them a lot. Okay, I'm helping them. I'm making sure they get the last kill. I'm helping them. I'm holding their hand pretty much. Dorothea's catching up. Dorothea's is like level 6, so she's slowly getting there. But I gotta do a lot more side missions. But I do also think that I'm really fucking up my whole team, my whole party, I feel like, with the teaching. Like, I feel like I'm fucking them up. I don't know if like, what I'm doing is right. Like, the certification, I'm just kind of going for what they can ace easily. I don't know. I feel like I'm fucking up the game. I feel like I'm fucking up my party. I feel like every house, some just don't level up as much as others. Make all of them brawlers. Alright, I'll do that. I do want some archers. I think the purple hair, I made her an archer, but I need to make more archers.
Like, okay, let's start going through them. And they were like, Rise is a console exclusive. Killer Instinct is a console exclusive. Forza 5 is a console exclusive. Boom, boom, boom. And they were just like nailing them out, to which you're saying, why do I want an Xbox One? Well, if you want to play these games, you're going to want an Xbox One. That was done really well, and I think that that's really going to push towards the reason that people will actually want the console. The fact that they did actually show real gameplay. Again, it seems like they really did directly listen to people who criticized the Xbox One press conference and said, there's no gameplay in this press conference, it's all pre-rendered nonsense. They showed gameplay of Rise, in-game gameplay of Forza. They were actually showing gameplay of a lot of the games. Now, not all of them, but I think the ones that they felt were ready. That's a plus, because that shows us, okay, your console actually works, games actually run on the thing, and we can actually see some gameplay. That's a massive win for them that they had that ready.
A massive win, dude.
What was massive losses? Smart glass, smart glass. So not TV anymore. Now it's smart glass, smart glass. We didn't mention smart glass a lot in our Xbox One reveal, so now we have to mention it every 5 seconds in this press conference. No one cares about smart glass. No one cares about the fucking piece of shit Kinect. No one cares about any of this nonsense.
But the thing is that no one would be able to care about the smart glass if they never talked about it.
Games are out for the system. So, again, trying to push bullshit down our throat. No one cares about smart glass, alright? Another massive negative. They didn't address whatsoever any of the concerns that have come out over the past several weeks regarding the things that everyone's complaining about when it comes to the Xbox One. So, what about the always online connectivity? What about the fact that, there's no more used games for the system, that there's going to be some kind of association with an account or something, and it's not clear how that's going to work, or at least they're trying to explain how it's going to work, and you can't hand your game to your friend anymore, unless they're on your friends list for 30 days, they can't play the game that you gave them or brought to their house. It's just this nonsense that people don't, they're infuriated about this stuff. No mention of it. So it's like, if there's a negative, don't address it. And I don't feel that that's the right attitude. Now, it could actually work, because I do realize that in politics, this is what happens a lot of the time. When a negative comes out, if you don't address it, it goes away. Okay? Same thing here. Maybe they think, if we just don't talk about this stuff, people won't keep talking about it. All right? But for the intelligent consumer, they want answers. How will Microsoft address everyone's concerns? They didn't address it at all. So sometimes, maybe to be silent about it is the best thing. I don't know. Another negative. I'm on the fence about this one. No. It costs $499. Now, admittedly, that's a lot of money. Admittedly, this is the next generation of consoles, so it's costly to probably make them. And admittedly, the economy is bad everywhere. So people don't have a lot of money, but you don't want to undercut yourself and completely kill your company by selling the console for a certain price. So I think people are going to see it as a negative, and I think primarily what's going to happen is based off the price of the PS4, which is probably going to be announced later tonight, we're going to judge whether or not this is a real negative or not. But let's face it, not everyone has a lot of money right now. $499 for a new console is a lot of money, and I'm willing to bet that if this stupid fucking console was not bundled with a Kinect,
Water's so
it
good,
would be $399. And I'm going to go out there on a limb and say that. If it wasn't bundled with junk you don't want, it would be cheaper, and it would be a lot more affordable. So, because Microsoft...
Hold on, I'm going to take this away. I might have to go back to the bathroom. So I'll give you guys some content to watch. I'll be right back. I'll try to make it quick. So I'm sorry if it's going to be long than I want.
I'll sort you out with some big rims.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
We'll hang. All right.
Is that a real authentic Greek dish?
Well, now, right?
Actually, you know what? I will answer this.
9,000.
Tomek.
Yeah, I was gonna say is I should go back to.
It's funny you say that. So, I had chicken and rice with yogurt. All right. Now, the rice with yogurt thing, you might say that's weird. What the fuck? My grandmother, on my mom's side, who she's Greek or whatever, she would not waste a single thing that she would have. So she would make all these like weird combinations sometimes. And one of the things she did is put yogurt with rice. Every person I talk to about this always gives me like a dirty look, like, oh, but it is so good. It is so good. Rice and yogurt are like this. It might be fattening or whatever the fuck, but it tastes really good. It gives rice a flavor. Is Theo Greekish? I am Greek. But I was born in America, so I guess you can decide from that. I don't know, he hasn't talked about it ever. He is coming back with more food. I'm not coming back with more food. No. I'm pretty good. Greek yogurt, dude. I use plain yogurt.
The station wagon had a ginormous trunk. So when we went out on shopping days, you could fit a ton of shit in the trunk. But outside of that thing stunk. Okay.
We sell quality weapons and we know how to use them.
Alright, so I know I could buy... Yeah, see, I can't buy the assault rifle. I know I could buy the better shotgun, and I want it. Yes. I pressed the wrong button. I wanted to buy it, and I fucking... Here we go.
Nice choice. Classic, reliable, and attractive to the eye.
Yeah, I need more ammo. There we go. Can't buy any sniper rifles. I almost have full armor. There's no reason to buy more there. So this is just a regular handgun. No, they won't let me buy those. I got the Uzi. Should I buy more ammo for the Uzi? Yeah, I will. Okay. Can't buy the Molotov and I can't buy this. Okay, so I loaded up on the Uzi. I got the new shotgun. Good. Nicely loaded. I still got tons of money.
Second Amendment.
Alright. Are the prices for the guns realistic? How in the holy hell would I know? I don't know what weapons, what guns cost. I never bought a fucking semi-automatic or automatic pump shotgun before. I never bought an Uzi. I don't know what the hell the cost is of these weapons. Do I deny climate change? Yes, of course.
Not funny.
Oh, shit. No, look, climate change is false. The climate never changes. It's always the same everywhere. No matter where you are, when you open the window and go outside, it's the same weather. Remember that. Oh, shit! Oh! Ow!
This is crap.
I flew out of my car! Holy shit! What the... I flew out of my car, but hey, I lost the cops. God damn, dude. Ow. Nico never wears a seatbelt?
Dmitri.
Hey. Sit down.
What's the problem?
What do you think?
Yeah, what do you think?
Mikhail,
He's insane.
Mr. Faust.
Uh-huh. You're given a choice. Kill your best friend or die. What do you do?
And there is no way out?
Not now. Not after you killed Petrovic's son.
You don't have any family. You could run.
Wherever you go, people will find you if they want to badly enough. And for this they want blood.
But you and Mikhail, you have so much history.
Sure.
Well, I killed the boy, so they want me too.
No. I told them you were a hired gun.
Huh.
And they said, as long as you were the one to kill him, you'd be spared.
The...
So that's the way it is.
Yes, that's the way it is.
That's the way it is. Some things will never change.
He'll be leaving his house in a little while and heading for the club. Do what you have to do. You know, if there's one thing I've learned, it's that we must obey the rules of the game. We can pick the game, Nico Bellic, but we cannot change the rules. See you later.
Alright, I'm back. Back, everyone.
He's so messed up. Everyone in this game just uses him to do their dirty work. He's the ultimate, like, hired gun man, you know, bag man, does everything. He literally does everything. Get the Foston's club.
Man, it's almost like it's a
Yeah,
video game
car.
DSP. Is this the end of the? I don't think so.
Boardwalk
You just started the game.
Walk.
I don't think the
It's
game
pretty
is
neat.
that.
Certain areas like this, like look at this. It's like a bike race area, but you like never use some of these things. It's supposed to be like go-karts, I think, right? Yeah, like a go-kart race, but you never get to use it.
Yeah, probably because it's a video game DSP. Huh. Okay, upcoming gaming schedule. I am planning to play the following new release titles starting on these dates. So Life is Strange 2, August 22nd, Onimaki, Control, Blair Witch, Man of Medan, and Astral Chain. He still lists Astral Chain, but I've never I don't ever see him like talk about it. Ugh. What's on Sam's on wish list? Actually, no, we're not doing that. I just remembered it's gonna dox me, dude. Don't want to do that. Where's Super Mario? Is he already done with the Super? No, he's gonna do Super Mario Thursday, I think.
Wants to push their nonsense agenda down your throat, you have to pay more for it. And that I don't agree with, and I think that's a massive negative, and that's where the negativity comes in here. Things that I'm undecided on or on the fence about right now. This whole...
I kind of want to get Oninaki as well. That's the other game. I was thinking... but I don't know much about Oninaki. Oninaki and Astral Chain are on my list, but I don't know... Like, if I have to decide between both of them, I'm probably going to go with Astral Chain, honestly.
You can record your gameplay with commentary and upload it. They didn't explain where. They said, oh, you can upload it to the cloud. Well, that's great. I can upload my gameplay to maybe this Xbox community and Xbox Live, but people don't care about that. They want to put their gameplay probably on YouTube or somewhere else, and those are the existing places to do this kind of stuff.
To its credit, though, like, Astral Chain, like, I don't think Astral Chain is going to be that big compared to Oninaki, because Oninaki is on PS4, Switch, Xbox One, and PC, I think. I know it's on PS4 for sure. But, you know, I think Oninaki has a better chance to outsell Astral Chain. I think Astral Chain is more like a, like, Switch owners. But, I kind of agree. It's kind of shitty in that regard. Oh my god, there's this big truck that's driving around. What the fuck? Come on.
Mention that at all, whether or not you'd be able to do that. In addition, again, using the Kinect for commentary. How will that work? Is the Kinect significantly improved? No really description of the new Kinect. Is it really a new Kinect, or is it just a Kinect that's identical to the one that's out now, but it looks a little different?
I don't think it's gonna be put on other consoles, Lynn, because I think Nintendo has the licensing on it or something. Because I think Nintendo is publishing it, so I don't think it's gonna be able to leave the Switch, dude. At least I don't think so. I think it's gonna stay on the Switch. I think it's permanently on the Switch forever. It's with Nintendo for life. And I kind of feel like at some point Platinum Games is just gonna stick with Nintendo because so far it seems that they have had the most positive partnership with Nintendo. I mean, I thought the same. Oh, okay. How come when I Google Oninaki, I get no results for the game? Am I missing something? I don't know. But I just think that Platinum Games, I think at some point, is just going to stick with Nintendo because, they allowed them to do whatever they want for Bayonetta 2. They didn't censor that game at all. Like, they actually encouraged Bayonetta 2 to be more sexual. And I think they have a better relationship than most. Microsoft fucking canceled Scalebound, so I mean I don't think Platinum is ever gonna go back to Microsoft. Sony, I think they have a good relationship with them, but I think they're just more tighter with Nintendo. I think.
The Twitch streaming capability. I'll be honest. In November, when this thing launches, Twitch is probably gonna be fucked up because you're gonna have every little Joe Schmo trying to stream on Twitch. It's going to suck, first of all, because you're going to completely oversaturate the market with people trying to stream. Everything's going to go to hell in a handbasket. I could probably tell you that right now. And
Oh yeah, Twitch went to hell, alright. They never recovered from the Xbox One.
How's it going to work? Will people like me, like I already have a Twitch account, it's partnered, I have subscription ability, will I be able to stream through my Xbox One without using my capture device with live commentary that sounds good on my existing account? Or are people going to have to make new accounts? How is it? It's just very unclear. And the fact that the technology is advancing is great, but you need to...
Man. No one, at this point, no one thought about, hey, you know what? They might be able to let you sign into your Twitch account on Xbox One. That wasn't even a thought back then. I kind of forgot about that because I feel like that was a common issue. Was that a lot of people thought that they couldn't use their existing Twitch account. Ugh.
To be sure that the safe, or the everything's in place to handle it. And I'm kind of worried now. You've got the PS4, you're going to be able to stream on Ustream. The Xbox One's going to be streaming on Twitch. Will these things be ready, is my question. Will these things be ready to handle this? And I don't know. Again, massive oversaturation of the market. How is it going to work? And I'm kind of really worried. I'm on the fence about that. So all in all, I'm going to wrap up here now.
Yeah, he pretty much wants a hug,
summary,
dude, from Microsoft.
The Microsoft press conference, I think they did what they needed to do to recover from the horrendous Xbox One reveal several weeks ago. They talked only about games. They completely ignored television, which is good, because if they were just talking about television the whole time, this thing would have been a massive flop, okay? However, this fucking smart glass nonsense needs to stop, because no one cares about it.
Oh my god, what?
Really,
is that his iPad?
because if they were just talking about television the whole time, this thing would have been a massive flop, okay? However, this fucking smart...
Is that supposed to be an iPad?
Smart glass...
Dude, who gets like... He got such a bulky fucking thing. This is how I carry my iPad around, you know. Well, oh, look at me. I have this. It's great. It's handy. I get to do artwork on the go. I mean, let me tell you, I got some artwork here, baby. Oh boy, I got a notification about someone following me on Tumblr, dude. Big ups to me. Look how nice this is. It's nice and smooth. Smart glass nonsense lifts up iPad.
Glass nonsense.
He thinks E3 is for the gamers because, like, to a degree, I see where he's coming from, because when you're young and you like see E3 and how they televise it, you would think it's for the gamer, but it's literally for multiple people. It's for gamers, it's for investors, it's for a lot of things. And I kind of like agree that you could kind of say that, oh, some press conferences are boring than others and all that kind of stuff, but there's just some stuff that's like a little like memey to a point.
Nonsense needs to stop because no one cares about it. They really need to show off good games.
I agree, Kopkos. I'm gonna wait until it drops.
Is that there is a strong rumor that Microsoft is actually bribing? That's right, bribing companies to not present the PlayStation 4 version of multi-platform games at E3. So if you walk into E3, there's a possibility that you're going to see 100 Xbox Ones demoing games and way less PlayStation 4s. It's a rumor, but I just want to mention it, because if that's the case, wow, Microsoft, that's like so fucking underhanded of you that you need to do that to try to stay alive in this console war. And it is that. It's a war at this point. It is very much in every sense Microsoft versus PlayStation.
It's a war, guys. We're going to war, dude. This is 2013, and we still, and I mean, sure, there might be people who still live in the console war mindset, but oh man,
Nintendo doesn't exist. Okay, so in that regard,
Nintendo just wait, what? Susan, please.
And it is that. It's a war at this point. It is very much in every sense Microsoft versus PlayStation. Nintendo doesn't exist, okay?
Oh.
So,
poor Nintendo. They didn't exist because the Wii U fucking sucked, okay? That's why. Come on.
I'm really excited to see what's going to happen at E3 this week, what games are going to be presented at the conference. Keep in mind the conference doesn't open until Tuesday, so no one will actually be talking about hands-on experiences or have demos and stuff of these games until tomorrow when they actually hit the con floor. So that'll be kind of fun. But overall, out of a scale of 1 to 5, I would probably rate the Xbox One press conference. I'm on the fence. It's definitely not a 5. Fuck no. I'm probably going to give it a 3.5. And the reason I give it a 3.5 is because they did a good job of pushing what they needed to push. Games. That's what the console's all about. But not addressing the problems, the elephant in the room, which everyone...
I like my Wii U as well, but man, I don't know about the library. I barely played it. I kind of oh man. I like the Wii U, but oh man, I really don't know how I feel about it.
Talk about all the problems with online connectivity or whatever, and the fact that it seems like they're just going to be completely ignoring it, which kind of confirms that these things are true and they are going to exist. It's going to be a big problem coming up for Microsoft. Trust me, it's going to be a huge problem that they're not addressing this. But for the most part, some of the games they showed and the fact that there's so many of these.
The 360 was like my first Xbox. I do have an Xbox in Greece, but I never really played it. I feel a lot more
positive about getting the Xbox One now. Like, okay, I'm going to spend $500, but I'm going to get to play a lot of good console exclusive games. I may have the ability to stream on Twitch and record my games right out of the box without buying a capture device. These are reasons why the common gamer may want to get this console. So they did some pretty good damage control in that regard, and I think that they're off to a good start. Now it's going to depend on what Sony has to show later on in their press conference.
Oh, I had a Wonderful 101, and I kind of fell off that game. It was just so much. It was so. I loved the style. I loved the style of the characters and all that. But I just could not get into the formations and all that. That to me was like too much. If they were to re-release it on the Switch, I get it. Just try it out and stick with it. But I just remember when I played on the Wii U at first, I was like, I'm not feeling it. I don't know. I kind of want to try it again. I kind of want to get back into that game again to give it a better chance. But I just remember not really loving the core gameplay of that. I like the idea of it, but I don't know. I kind of want to try it again though. Like I didn't hate it. Like it wasn't a bad game. I loved the style. I loved how cheesy it was. I just could not get into the whole thing.
And also what games are going to be shown over the course of this week at E3. So I give them a 3.5.
They re-released it. I'm all for it.
Pretty good job, but at the same time, all the negativity surrounding this console, I don't know how that's going to affect them in the long run. Okay, so that's it for my recap of the Microsoft press conference. What I'm going to be doing today is watching
the controls
all the press conferences live on my Twitch
drove
TV
up the wall a little bit.
Darkside Phil. And so if you want to join me in the chat to talk about these press conferences as I watch them, please do so. And then afterwards, I'm going to be streaming my live reactions just like I'm doing now, and then subsequently uploading the videos to YouTube. Right now, I'm actually going to upload this video to YouTube.
All right, let's move on to the next video.
Okay, everyone, welcome to my reactions to the EA 2013 E3 press conference. And I literally just ended on TV a couple minutes ago. They've got 11 games that they talked about in the conference that I'm going to be talking about each and every one.
Oh boy, we're talking about EA.
I think it's going to be pretty interesting. It was actually a really good press conference, in my opinion. Somehow revealing certain things that people have been alluding to or rumoring and finally confirming them, although not really giving too much solid information in regards of release dates in some cases. But I digress, and we'll talk about it. So let's get started. 11 games, and that's good because we were worried, you know that when it's EA, they always have EA sports.
Hey, Jay, this is probably... You say that now, but watch this 2019 E3 videos and you tell me what's worse.
20 sports games that come out. So at least you know, if they're announcing 11 games, that there's going to be a chunk of those that aren't sports games, and that's good. So the first game that they reveal, a little bit of a tease for first-person shooter games, because the promo starts running and it almost looks like it's going to be Modern Warfare or Battlefield. No, it ends up being Plants vs. Zombies.
Wait,
Battlefield? A bit of a tease for first-person shooter games, because the promo starts running and it almost looks like it's going to be Modern Warfare or Battlefield. Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare. So what this is actually an official console game.
Oh, it's the game you play with Leanna. the game you play with
not
Lana,
just
dude.
a mobile game that was ported to consoles. It's a full action-filled third-person shooter game with plants and zombies and all that. And so they did a demo gameplay with the plants, and it was pretty good in my opinion. Actually, even though it's probably the least serious of all the games that they showed off in their press conference, it actually is very lighthearted. It was clever, kind of funny. They showed a boss wave disco zombie, and he's a zombie coming out with a disco ball and a big afro, and he's dancing around. It was pretty interesting and pretty fun. It looks like one of those games that you could probably play addictively for hours and have a hell of a lot of fun, even though it's not something to be taken too seriously.
Okay, at least changes
So
his shirt
looks like
later.
a good game.
That's
The thing that got me,
something.
though, is that they didn't say whether or not this was going to be, say, a full-fledged retail release game for $60, or if this was going to just be like one of those $15 Xbox Live / PSN arcade games. And that's really where I think it's going to be divisive. If it's a $15 game, I think a bajillion people are going to buy it and play it.
Bajillion
If it's
people?
$60, I don't know if I'd be willing to pay a full $60 price tag for a game like that, especially because, again, it's one of these games, there's not really a story, it's kind of a, quick and easy fun. It's not necessarily something to be taken super seriously. Would I want to pay a lot of money for that? And that's the question.
That is the question.
But it looks good.
What's the
and
answer?
I was excited. And it was actually kind of funny because the guy that actually presented it said, "Oh, and by the way, later this year, Peggle 2," and he jumps and does a split in midair or whatever, like he's crazy happy, and no one in the crowd reacted whatsoever. Or at least the audio was to the point where you could hear the crowd. I don't know, but it was just funny. The guy overacted for it, and everyone was like, "Okay, Peggle 2, woohoo!"
Woohoo!
Next game that they showed was Titanfall by Respawn. Now, if you don't know who Respawn is, these are the guys who actually started the Call of Duty franchise. So they're back with Titanfall. What they're basically saying is that this game is unique in the respect that they didn't want to make just a mech combat game or just a first-person shooter, but it's basically they've combined the two styles of gameplay, and it's very varied in that regard. It did show a lot of gameplay. The gameplay does look kind of interesting if you're into, shooter-type games. It looks pretty good. The interesting announcement, it's only coming out for Xbox One and Xbox 360. It is not coming out for the PlayStation 4, so this is a Microsoft exclusive game.
No, I'm gonna
They
draw some
also
on
mentioned
this.
that it is coming out in the spring of 2014, so pretty good. It's not too long of a wait for that game. And it does look like a
We do some
decent
art
game.
as we listen to this.
It was kind of funny because the audio was fucked up for the entire press conference.
Let's see.
Apparently what they kept doing is turning the guys' mics on backstage prematurely, and so you could hear people talking backstage and mumbling during the trailers playing. To which I'm like, it's good to see that EA is professional with their press conference and that people aren't just sitting there dicking around when the actual stuff's playing, they're paying attention. No, actually, they weren't, because you could hear them dicking around on the fucking stream. You could hear people laughing, ho, 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 whenever when the fucking trailer was playing, and you're like, that's kind of disrespectful. Why don't you shut the fuck up and pay attention to what's going on?
That sounds
stage?
disrespectful.
But I
Shut the
digress.
fuck up. Let them play their fucking games. Let's hear that again.
On the fucking professional with their mics on backstage prematurely, and so you could hear people talking backstage and mumbling during the trailers playing. To which I'm like, it's good to see that EA is professional with their press conference and that people aren't just sitting there dicking around when the actual stuff's playing, they're paying attention. No, actually, they weren't, because you could hear them dicking around on the fucking stream. You could hear people laughing, ho, 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 whenever when the fucking trailer was playing, and you're like, that's kind of disrespectful. Why don't you shut the fuck up and pay attention to what's going on the stage? But I digress. I think it was kind of funny and quirky that actually happened during the stream. Alright. So then they start showing off the Frostbite 3 engine. They talk a little bit about it, and they talk about there will be games running on this new Frostbite 3 engine on the Xbox One and PlayStation 4. Of course, they don't really talk too much about what's new about it, just that it's the best graphical engine ever, blah, blah, blah. And then comes the reveal that I don't think anyone was expecting, because apparently there were rumors that LucasArts employees, or I guess I should say former LucasArts employees, were in the house. If you haven't heard the story about what's been going on, LucasArts is a game development studio that's been around forever. They made some of the most classic games in many different genres, including games like Maniac Mansion or Day of the Tentacle back on the PC, and just recently Battlefront 1 and 2 for Star Wars, The Force Unleashed, those kind of games for Star Wars. So they were in charge of the Star Wars franchise, but it was just announced that Disney decided, who just recently bought out the Star Wars franchise, by the way, recently decided that they wanted to do away with the game studio. So everyone's like, wow, what the hell, really? Well, it was a huge announcement. Star Wars Battlefront is back. It's coming back. Now, they didn't show any gameplay or anything. I'm almost assuming that since this just happened with LucasArts, that maybe EA just picked up the license to start doing these games. But it was a huge announcement. Everyone was like, yes. You could hear people in the crowd like, yes. And it's true, because the Star Wars Battlefront series was a series that I really feel was terminated prematurely. There were only 2 games. It was an amazingly fun series where you could play as different characters in the Star Wars universe in a third-person shooter environment. It was multiplayer. It was fun as hell. I don't understand why they never kind of went back to it. So now they're announcing, yes, it's coming back. Thank God. Everyone wants to play Battlefront.
Thank God.
It is coming, but there's no information on a release date.
Now, like how everyone was so hyped for Battlefront, and then the game came out, and, well, you know the rest. Feels bad, man.
Okay.
Fucked up her eyes, I think.
Oh, so the next
Can I erase her
announcement,
here?
Need for Speed Rivals. And so they're showing all these cars and whatever.
Oh, no!
They don't really talk too much about the game in the trailer. But
Oh, there's
they
the
actually did a
eraser.
really
There we
neat
go.
live demo where one
Guys,
person
don't
was
worry. We
playing
got an
single
eraser on
player
deck.
As the racer, one person was playing single player as the police, and then some point during the game, their games, because both their consoles were online, actually merged them up and had them started playing. Now, I'm assuming that that's optional. You don't have to do that, but that's kind of unique where you're playing in a single-player campaign, but it'll actually pit you against characters that are controlled by other people, essentially making it a multiplayer campaign. That could be pretty neat. They actually call it the all-drive system, that pop-in, pop-out gameplay feature. And it was interesting that the demo was running on PS4. It was the first time you saw people playing on PS4 gamepads. But, to be completely honest, this demo's running, and at first it looks neat, and then it kind of drags on, and then you're like, do something. So this is boring. Like, it was just like them driving. No one was crashing. There really was nothing going on. I'm like, this is kind of really boring. I wish that they would crash and show what would happen during that. I don't know why they chose not to do that. And that's kind of funny about all the demos that they show at E3 is that when they run these demos or they do these demos on stage, no one ever fails. No one crashes. No one gets shot. No one gets hurt. And it's like, well, that's not realistic. Maybe we actually want to see people doing that so you can see what the game is like. And I don't know.
Now, he says this. Now, I remember there was a fucking E3 during, like, Final Fantasy 15, I think? Or was it Scalebound? I don't remember. It was either Scalebound or Final Fantasy 15. And literally, the guy he kept dying and all that kind of shit. He was constantly failing. And he was like, look at them. They didn't even know how to play the game. They spent like 15 minutes failing. But now he's saying that, oh, well, they should fail some more, dude. They should show some fails. But when they show some fails, he complains that they spend a lot of time failing and they don't know how to play the game they're making. Another instance where you cannot please the pig, dude. You cannot please him, okay?
They figure the best way to show their games is a perfect fucking run. Whatever. So they show that, and then actually, to surprise everyone, Jesse from Breaking Bad, that's right, he's going to play the lead in an upcoming Need for Speed movie, and they ran a Need for Speed movie trailer. Now, obviously, if you're at E3, you're here to learn about games. Why they're running a movie trailer, you could probably be kind of suspect and say, what the hell, why are they doing this at E3? That's really stupid. But I understand it's EA, they want to push all their products. This is a product.
Again, here he's saying, well, see, it makes sense that they're showing a trailer for a movie, this and that, blah, blah, blah. But just this year, he complained about Ubisoft showing trailers for shows. Oh my god, they're showing TV shows now. Trying to please Dave is even harder than this uptight woman. I mean, what the fuck? 2013 Phil seemed to be more, like, interested in E3. He seemed to be more positive. Now it's like every E3, it's him hating it. You can't please them, guys.
Of theirs, even though it's not a video game, it's their game license that's in this movie, and they obviously want to get some knowledge about it out there. So I understand why it was there. The next big announcement: Dragon Age Inquisition, and they actually showed a trailer for it, and I believe it was Varric, the dwarf, who was actually in the trailer. And I believe a character who was actually from Dragon Age 1, or Dragon Age Origins, whatever it's called, which prompted everyone in the stream chat to ask me to play Dragon Age Origins now so I could get ready for Dragon Age Inquisition. They announced that the game is actually going to be open world. And it seemed to be a theme, a running theme, that a lot of the games these days are now going open world, and it may actually just be this common thing that now that the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4 have such powerful engines and such powerful graphic capabilities, maybe all games are going to end up being open world from now on. I don't know. I guess we'll have to see, but it seems to be a common theme running already through E3. They do announce that it's coming out in fall of 2014, so they're still working on it. It's going to have about a while before it comes out, but it's good to know that it's in the works. Then this is where the weird stuff started happening.
The weird stuff, dude.
EA Sports. All right, so everyone's like, okay, if you're not interested in sports, you can take a potty break. EA Sports, you know there's going to be a bunch of games they're going to talk about. So the first one that they talk about,
guys,
is a guy come out and
put an ink
rapping.
on the paper.
Now, it wasn't like anyone that I recognized, but then...
Guys, let's pray. Let's all hope I don't fuck this up. I worked hard to get the pencil line down. Let's pray to God that the ink does not lead us astray. It could go wrong, guys. We might get a fucked up canvas after this. So let's pray. Please pray to the bun.
Again, I'm not exactly into that kind of music, so I probably wouldn't have recognized him if he was anyone. But he's rapping about release. Sometimes you gotta let go if you love something, and then it'll come back to you. So what he's talking about is NBA Live, which hasn't been made for a few years, and so the series is coming back, and it shows actually a simulated version of Kyrie Irving dribbling around, dribbling the ball, and then of all things, you hear again. Remember, I said that they have the mics; they're turning them on too early, so they turn someone's mic on backstage too early, and you hear someone go, go, Kyrie, go. So then Kyrie Irving comes out. It was pretty funny, though, just to hear the guy, go, during the press conference. It was very unprofessional, the whole way this was set up. So Kyrie Irving comes out. He's coming out. He's talking about how it's very important to be able to control your ball during a game, the dribble and the ball handling. And then this guy comes out and starts interviewing him about basketball, and he's talking about, there's a new ball handling engine. It's called, Bounce Tech, and you're going to be doing this and that in the game with the balls. And it's all about the balls, and you're touching your balls and all kinds of shit about the balls, which prompted people to just be like, not that. Oops. Not that. God damn it.
Oh my god. What the fuck? Doing skits, dude?
Get on with it. Yes, get on with it.
Really? He spent all that time to do that. It's like an army, and that's like DSP's army right there, or the army of detractors going to DSP. Oh my god, I'm getting that. Oh my god, the hate army, dude. That's a screen capture, right? Let's see. He actually put that there? Well, yeah. Yeah, it's weird. He actually did this kind of shit in his videos, and he never did it ever again.
That would have worked a lot better if I clicked the right fucking button, but I didn't write down which one I put it on. God damn it. So anyway, it's all about ball handling, and everyone's just like, fucking shut up and move on and talk about something else. No one cares about ball handling, alright? And this was the beginning of a pattern for this press conference where from now on, literally every single game had some weird fucking catchphrase that they talked about something, and we're going to get into that. So it's all about ball handling, blah, blah, blah. So then they go move into Madden 25. It's the 25th anniversary.
Ball handling, blah, blah, blah.
Games.
By the way.
And they're like, it's going to be revolutionary because we're going to have the most realistic things, and the players are going to be act like real people, and the graphics are going to be amazing, and it's going to be this and that, and this and that, and this and that. Aw, it didn't reset, son of a bitch.
Yes, get on with it.
God damn it, it's failing every time I try to do it. But anyway, it's like, what the fuck, just shut up. We know what Madden is. You're not adding anything new to the game this year. So there's no point in even showing this. Like, just shut up and move on. So they did. They shut up and they moved on. So then it's talking about FIFA 14. And of all people, Drake the rapper comes out. He's like,
Drake.
I travel the world, and everywhere I go, people know FIFA. It's like, Who the fuck asked Drake the rapper to be here to talk about fucking FIFA of all people? Get this motherfucker off the stage. It's just so weird that they pick these weird celebrities to like represent their games, and it's very, very peculiar.
He is jealous. They should have picked him. They should have picked him. That's what this is all about. Is because they picked Drake to be at E3 and not him. And he held that resentment ever since.
So he's talking about it. Then, of course, now they talk, oh, we've got all these new features in FIFA 14. It's called Elite Technique Technology, where the ball's going to move uniquely, and basically your characters are all going to have AI that's really simulated towards real people, and everyone's going to be realistic. And you're like, what the fuck? Shut the fuck up and just... That
It
didn't
really
work.
looks that
Again, it failed. I guess you got to make the whole clip play.
Oh my god, he's doing it again. Get on with it!
Alright, I have to let it go to the very end for it to work. That's why it's not working. Well, I'll learn from mistakes. But anyway, yeah, it's just like, shut the fuck up about these stupid terms that you're throwing at us. We know you're probably going to tweak the engine and it'll be a better game, but do you really have anything new? And it's funny, because they didn't really mention, what was it, Ultimate Team Mode or whatever? Now, if you had actually watched the Xbox One reveal last month, they had mentioned that this Ultimate Team Mode was going to be like exclusive to the Xbox One version of the game. They don't mention it at all in their press conference, probably because they don't want you to know that and they want you to buy it for both consoles, which was kind of weird. Then, of course, they're still going on with EA Sports. Now they start talking about Dana White. And so Dana White comes out to talk about the UFC game, and with him comes out John Bones Jones and Benson Henderson. These are the current champions in UFC. And so they start talking about the UFC game. But the funniest shit happened. If you were watching the stream on Spike TV, they put up a Bellator MMA ad superimposed on the screen. Now, Bellator MMA is the direct competitor to UFC. They decided at that time to run the fucking splash ad on the fucking channel. It was fucking hilarious that they chose that timing. If I were Dana White, I'd be flipping pissed that they decided to do that. But I guess it's their channel and they can do that whenever they want. So they're talking about UFC. Oh, UFC, it's going to be great. It's going to have unique stuff. There's going to be realistic graphics, and it's all about feeling what a punch is like. And then they had the fucking UFC guys talk, which of course has nothing to do with anything. When you're talking about games, you don't need to hear about the people of the sport that's being simulated in the game. What the fuck
Simulated,
do they know
dude. You don't
about
need to
the
hear
game?
that.
Zero. Okay? So it's really stupid, but they like to do this to try to have credibility. Oh, our game's credible. Look, we got the actual UFC champion saying that it's good. They probably never even played the fucking game before. But anyway, so they go on and do that. Oh, I almost forgot. The term for UFC is MMAI. That's right, MMAI. It's artificial intelligence for MMA, and it's going to be like a real fight where on the fly you need to adjust. You can't just have one strategy. You need to be able to change your strategy and do different things, because if you just have one strategy, when you go into an MMA fight, chances are you're going to lose the fight.
Get on with it. Yes, get on with it.
Dude, that's so funny. He just
Alright,
keep doing
so
it.
that's the whole point, is that every single game that they were showing for EA Sports, it was just an overblown presentation where they could have just narrowed it down really fucking short if they didn't talk about these weird fucking terms and have celebrities come out, fucking rappers and shit. Just fucking get on with it and talk about the games, okay? And thankfully, that was the last goddamn game that they talked about for EA Sports, and they announced that that game, the new UFC game, will be coming out in spring of 2014. Okay. So up next, Battlefield 4. Finally, they're going to talk about it. So what do? A new term, everyone. It's called Levolution. Yeah, baby. So the reason that they call it Levolution is because apparently you can actually like destroy the levels. And I guess what they're going to do is they say we're going to do a 64-player live demo right here on stage where we're going to show you what this Levolution is. But also what they do is they say there's a new mode called Commander Mode where in online multiplayer, one person is put in charge of different squads and can actually tell them what waypoint are we attacking, what are we doing here or here. They can aim like for airstrikes and stuff. They're the ones who have control of the map and can do that. So the thing is though, I swear I've done that before. Now I don't know if that's like, you know what I mean, like I'm wrong, but I could have sworn I played Commander Mode before. So maybe I'm mistaken, but I think it's an old thing, so why they were pushing it like it was some new thing, I have no idea. So then they do this supposed 64-player live demo, to which I say, Why is it that the guy who they keep showing on screen, who's like the demo itself, they're showing the footage of, he never gets shot. He never gets hurt. No one ever shoots at him. So it's pretty obvious that it's a very staged thing. They're probably all doing their own things that they're supposed to be doing, and no one's actually going after the guy, which, again, why is it like that? Why is it unrealistic? I would love to see how the respawn system works. I would love to see real combat, but they don't do that. It's all simulation, and what it shows is this guy basically gets airlifted in on a helicopter. He's commanding his squad, telling them what points on the map to attack. They eventually storm a building, go into the elevator, take the elevator to the top of the building. A helicopter shows up, they blow up the helicopter, then they're looking down on the ground using the building as a vantage point, and they basically mark certain tanks for people to use artillery on, so they do that, but then the tanks are actually attacking the building that they're in, and then they have to escape the building because the building literally fucking falls down. Now, that's never been done in a first-person shooter before, where the buildings and environments that you're in can fall down. So that's kind of unprecedented interactivity, and I can understand if you're a first-person shooter fan, or especially a fan of the Battlefield series, why you would be kind of excited about that. How much interactivity there's actually going to be, I'd like to see. Is it only going to be certain buildings you can blow up, and everything else is kind of the impenetrable fortress that always has existed in first-person shooters before? I don't know, but it was pretty epic. It was freaking Levolution, baby. Levolution. We gotta have all these catchphrases now for our games. Okay. So, next up, they actually talked about... Oh, yeah, one more thing before we move on. I couldn't believe it.
Oh, here we go.
They got a guy with a fucking smart glass, and he's going, I'll plan the airstrike by using the smart glass. So basically, every game that they've shown that uses the smart glass, it's used for cheating. Like, literally, that's what it is. It's for cheating. It's for, I don't want to use a normal controller to do stuff, so I'm going to get a perfect vantage point of the battlefield from the satellite on my fucking smart glass, and I'm going to press it into airstrikes on the smart glass.
He loves doing these little props of bringing things on camera to do and show how things work. But, like, these are all those features that you can use if you want. And he acts as if, like, you're forced to. Oh, no, they gave people options to cheat? That's terrible.
I don't understand how that's like...
But remember, it's cheated. How dare companies give people the option to? But if the game gives them the option to do that now, that's how the game's meant to be played, dude. Hello, like Dark Souls, the redemption run, when he got that OP weapon and people said, hey man, this is a little fucked up, and he's like, well, this is how it's meant to be played. Don't blame me, blame From Software.
Even fair to the game, but fuck that. I'm cheating like hell when these games come out. I'm fucking smart glass the shit out of people. They're gonna be like, I don't know what hit them because I was fighting Phil, and all of a sudden a fucking airstrike came on my head. I'm gonna go smart glass, bitches. Oh my god, I don't know what they're thinking. And then the final thing that they talked about, and they actually did show some gameplay that supposedly was in engine, was, of all things, Mirror's Edge 2. So yes, the rumor is 100% completely true. They are actually finally developing Mirror's Edge 2. However, they kind of teased everyone because they said, it's coming when it's ready. Which
when it's ready,
means
baby.
They have no idea when it's coming out. And I would even go as far to say maybe it's not even coming out in 2014, which is why they didn't want to tease any kind of a date. They didn't even mention what consoles it's coming out for. So I'm assuming it's going to be the next gen. They would be pretty dumb to not do the next gen. But at the same time,
dude. You
can tell it's in early stages of development. They probably have not gotten too far with the game, and that's why they don't want to promise the world to anybody. So, excuse me. So that was the EA press conference.
Nice burp, by the way.
11 games, some of them, like, really solid. Like, I'll tell you right now, Star Wars Battlefront, super hype. Dragon Age Inquisition, super hype for that. Mirror's Edge 2, what the hell? And that Battlefield 4 demo was actually really impressive to see the building fucking collapse. But again, the question is, how often is that going to happen? How much does it take to do that? How will this game mechanic be actually implemented in the multiplayer? Will it be competitive, or is it going to be like, oh no, the attacking team is always an advantage because they can blow up the buildings that the fucking defending team is in? You know what I mean? So it's going to be interesting to see how it gets implemented in the game. EA Sports, I'll be honest, besides UFC, there's no news whatsoever in any of the EA Sports games. It's the same fucking shit that you see every year. Even though they're on the next-gen consoles, they didn't even look any better. They basically looked like the games that are already out. I didn't see anything impressive. I didn't see any additional, you know what I mean, like graphical detail or motion capture
graphical
usage. It all
tail.
looks exactly the fucking same. UFC at least is a new entry. You know what I mean? Like, it's the first time EA's doing it, so that's cool in that regard. I'm interested to see how EA does with that series, but we'll have to see when the game actually comes out. But overall, how do I feel about the press conference? I would say everything,
Oh,
literally
look at this. Great chin
everything
rub.
but the EA Sports games looked great. But it comes to the point where when you make a new iteration of your game every year, how much change is there really? And I really don't see a need to be making the games every year. Obviously, EA does because they just want to cash in every year. The EA Sports part of the conference was a fucking snore, but the other game announcements were pretty good. I just wish we had a little bit more concrete info, for example, when it came to Battlefront and also when it came
Wait
to...
a second, but didn't he just say that this was a good press conference? He literally said this was good at the beginning. Now he's saying, well, it's pretty boring. I wish we had more information, this and that. But I thought the whole thing was good though. Graphical tail like Undertale. Oh no. Finally coming from Phil who complains about COD and being upset about the jumping and stuff. Oh yeah.
Mirror's Edge 2 of when those games are coming out. We didn't really get any information on that. But overall, pretty good press conference on a scale of 1 to 5. Being that there was so much interesting news. Mirror's Edge 2 of when those games are coming out. We didn't really get any information on that. But overall, pretty good press conference on a scale of 1 to 5. Being that there was so much interesting news and the Battlefield 4 demo being pretty impressive, I'd probably give it about a 4 out of 5. It was a pretty good press conference for what it was. The only reason it didn't get a 5 is basically because they had to have so much fucking bullshit and talking about how, oh, you gotta handle your balls and you gotta have fucking MMAI and you gotta have this and that. And you were just like, shut the fuck up and just fucking talk about the game and show us in-game footage. That was another thing. This Madden that we're about to show you is real in-game footage. Then they go on to show you no real gameplay. And what I mean by that is it's not the actual screen capture from the game being played. What it is them taking the game engine and running it and doing different camera angles and shit to make it look fancy. I don't want to see that shit. I want to see what the fucking real game looks like. I want to see a human with a controller in their hand and someone actually playing the fucking game. You can't call it real gameplay if it's not real gameplay. So if it's doctored in any way, it's not, and so they need to stop lying and saying, here comes real gameplay,
Yeah,
and then
stop
show
lying.
you something of a different angle or some crazy thing that makes the game look better. It's stupid. So 4 out of 5 for EA. Pretty good game lineup, it looks like, coming up, as long as those games come out relatively soon, which I hope they do. So, alright, so that's it for my recap of the EA press conference. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be doing further recaps of the other press conferences later today here on Twitch and also uploading these videos to YouTube. Although it might take a while for these videos to go live on YouTube, so if it's 100 years before you even see this video on YouTube, I apologize. Thanks a lot, everybody, and I will see you for more coverage later today.
Nice lean in. The old lean in. Our vintage lean in. Alright, I think that's it for today's stream. I would like to thank all of you guys for coming out, watching the stream. I don't know if I'm gonna do more of this tomorrow. If I do stream, I feel like I'm gonna do Fire Emblem Three Houses tomorrow. The next time I stream, so I guess look forward to that. But thanks for coming out. I enjoyed this stream. I do want to continue my E3 Back in Time streams at some point as well, so it's not like it's not the end, but right now it's taking a break from it, and then we'll get back to it at some point. But thank you for coming out. This was fun. This was a fun stream. Next time I will do Fire Emblem Three Houses. That's the next stream whenever I do that. And then after that, I might do more of this. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Let's see. I'm going to have to pass on the FE stream. Don't want any spoilers. Oh, all right. That's fine with me, Len. No one has. I don't want to force anyone to watch the stream they don't want to watch and all that kind of stuff. I understand that. But you always watch it whenever you beat it, dude. It's all gonna be archived anyway, so it's all good. It's all good. You win no matter what. Everyone's a winner. Alright, everyone, thank you for coming out. As always, always makes me happy to see people come out and support and watch the videos and watch the streams and all that kind of stuff. It's always cool to see that. I'll see you guys next time. And remember, everyone, have a great week and stay cool, man.